Temperature up, temperature down. The Chinooks are blowing now off the mountains here in Calgary, where we are for the Tim Hortons Brier.
A second straight loss now to fall to 2-2. Team Canada. It's a position we've rarely seen him. Brad Gushue finding trouble in round robin play. Back-to-back losses. First time since 2015 has Team Canada reeling. So can Gushue get back on track in the bubble?
Go, go!
Oh, look what he gets.
Good shot.
Scott McDonald was solid last night. 2 straight wins by the Blue Nosers have them in a hunt for a spot in the championship pool, but they'll have their hands full today. It is Nova Scotia. It is Team Canada. It is Draw 11 from the Tim Hortons Brier. Next.
The bob run, the luge run. You can actually come to Canada Olympic Park and you can see somebody taking the bob run right there. Get a seat in one of the bobs and get a feeling of what it's like to be a bobsledder. Let's get you caught up on what happened this morning, Pool A. And Manitoba remains unbeaten with a win over the Territories. Couple of deuces, and New Brunswick wins over Yukon. It was Wayne Madaw and team wildcard number 3, of course, skipping for Glenn Howard against Mike McEwen, wildcard number 1. And this was the last shot for Madaw in 10. Needing the deuce to get the win. And that Redstone out first before the yellow that could have been maybe a catcher. But what a shot by Wayne Madaw, making a first appearance in the Brier since 2013. And so Howard is your winner, and the Northern Ontario got 2 in 10, the winning point coming on a measure. So there you go, Gunlickson on top and just 1 game behind New Brunswick. Now we're going to go over Pool B coming up on this Tuesday afternoon. Hello Canada, glad that you're back with us on this Tuesday here from Winsport. Our continuing coverage, Tim Hortons Brier, Cheryl Russ alongside as always. Nova Scotia, Team Canada, that's our feature. Nova Scotia picks up a big win last night over Quebec in spite of themselves.
Exactly. It was so funny. Scott McDonald comes in as the ringer for Nova Scotia, and he's going, let's do this, let's do that. And you could just see Paul Fleming.
Yeah.
Really?
Deer in the headlights.
Yeah, and it took forever to get on the same page, and they almost ran out of time. They better be in the same page against Canada, or they're going to run out of time.
Team Canada is 2-2, but
they could easily be 4-0, and they're playing well enough, but it's been 1 shot against the very best, and it's cost them. But their schedule favors them now. They're playing 4 teams ranked below them, and it really now is about limiting the losses that you carry into that championship pool.
Yeah, let's keep that in mind. You play an 8-game round robin, top 4 advance, and you take your records with you. So yes, as Cheryl says, you want to limit those losses here at the Brier.
Brad Gushue looking at the split. Brett Gallant, Mark Nichols calling line. Now got one on. Is that one going to go a little bit more? Walker health it. Oh, he's got it.
The line's pretty
Scott
good.
McDonald.
Didn't add very much.
Oh, shot.
Fleming calling line.
Got a girl. Got a girl.
Oh, come on. Really? Hey, really? Wow.
Oh, how good is that?
Really good.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you in part by OK Tire and BKT Tires, by Home Hardware, Here's How, by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada, and by Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app.
From the Bow River outside, we come inside Winsport Arena here at Canada Olympic Park on this Tuesday afternoon. It's time to meet our featured teams, all brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. The Nova Scotia champions from the Halifax Curling Club, Scott McDonald skipping now, replacing Jamie Murphy, who could not afford the time away. Bill Crowell, Scott Zachary, Paul Fleming backing him up. Team Canada from the Ballyhaley Golf and Curling Club, the Remax Center in St. John, skipped by Brad Gushue, and the very familiar now Jeff Walker, Brett Gallant, and Mark Nichols. Well, that tells you everything you need to know. Out is Mr. McDonald. He's playing the red stones. Team Canada playing the yellow. And they do have Last Rock So it will be Gushue with the hammer here in the first and settling in to get us underway. The Nova Scotia lead is Phil Crowell.
We've talked about how important hammer's been. At this point, it's 72% of the teams that start with hammer, they're winning their games. But it's interesting with Brad because he had the hammer against Cooey and he had the hammer against Dunstone and lost both those games.
Yeah, very unusual.
Coming down, pretty good.
And it is the fifth straight game that Brad Gushue has had the last draw.
I like those.
But they're also 2 shots away from being undefeated, so it's.
And I think teams are coming up with different ways to get that hammer back without a lot of damage, different ways to start the ends. Great numbers put up there by Jeff Walker already, 90%.
I hadn't seen his team since last year's Brier.
Okay, whoa. Switch. Roll it, Brett, roll it. A little less than I was expecting.
All right, keys to the game, and we will start with Nova Scotia, please.
Well, Skip's choice, and we talked about it in the opening, refer to Scott McDonald. He really is the guy that has to carry the ship here, and he's got a plan, and they don't want to get in the way and come up with a different plan. It certainly cost him time-wise and shrink the scoring area. Scott McDonald is 15% worse, lower than Brad Gushue. Have to find a way to add difficulty to Gushue's shot, so shrink that scoring area.
Sit. Good shot.
And now for Brad Gushue and Team Canada.
Well, it can be tough to play a skip that you don't play often in McDonald, and some unexpected calls can kind of pull you out of your game plan, but Brad Gushue is one of the very best at sticking to that. And then soft side, this team solves their issues with a big weight ability of Gallant and Nichols, but the points they put on the board come from those soft shots, the hit and rolls, the brushing, and the freezes.
Keys to the game brought to you by Scotties, Canada's #1 tissue. Gushue has only played McDonald once before, and of course that was in 19 in Brandon when McDonald skipped the Ontario team, and he won that game.
Scott's Cheryl, you mentioned on the way over that he could fool Brad a little bit, which doesn't make any sense, but it's but I'm going to say it anyway.
You know what? That really sets it up. I really want to hear this now.
You go, Russ.
And we're closing your mic for the rest of the day.
That's right.
Wow.
Before I was so rudely interrupted, Brad's just about seen everything, but Scott's strategy is a little off the wall. We watched it last night, and he decided to play a couple finesse shots, then he'd open it up, and then he draws the pin. You're thinking, well, he's going to try to close the scoring area. No, he makes a triple. So it could throw Gushue off. It certainly threw me off.
Do you feel any better now after his explanation? Not really.
No. But it was good. No, you're right, Russ, because you're kind of the other skips down there scratching their head going, well, that's not what I expected. Now I don't know what to do with it.
Right.
Yeah.
We talk about it at the world level. Canada's playing Team Korea or China or somebody that they haven't seen. Not that their strategy's wrong, it's just different.
Well, and I think the big difference between these two teams is when they bail with hammer. We watch Brad, and the minute he can bail and open up, he does. Scott waits a lot longer.
Huge difference.
We can hold it.
No choice here. You really can't get it on that straight out turn side, so you have to try to make the run back here. If you miss, audible it into the middle.
Yep.
Scott Zachary.
Hard. Gotta go. Hard.
As we play here in the first. Run it back, drive it by, and now look at that roll over and sit there. As we say good afternoon to Kathy, what's the old saying? Timing is everything, and for Nova Scotia, it is.
Well, it really is. Scott McDonald visibly agitated yesterday in both of the games that we did because of the numbers on the time clock ticking down. Not something he's ever dealt with before with his Ontario team. So Paul Fleming said the key for today they talked about is trying to have a couple of ends that are simple, trying to shave some time off the front three throwers. Paul likes to follow the opponent's stones down. He may not be able to do that, because the one thing he's not prepared to give up is the talking time. He feels his experience has to count for something.
No doubt, and I think it's where the front end offers opinions. Maybe they just have to back out. But further to your point about the style of play. So here's Paul after all those years with Jamie Murphy. And of course, you have to remember he skipped himself. Both Murphy and McDonald, he considers aggressive skips. This is McDonald's first as we play third stone. The difference being that McDonald tends to wait, wants more rocks in play, and then tends to wait until he bails. And that, there were times yesterday when it really, the look on Paul's face was, what are you doing here? But, you know, again, leave him alone, and he makes 2 shots in 9 and 10 and wins the game.
Yep. Gotta go. Weight's still good. Whoa.
Yeah, you could see Paul Fleming's eyes get bigger yesterday a couple times. Like, we're not hitting yet.
And I know Paul so well, and he's such a great guy. I think that's what made that work. That's how they beat Quebec. 'Cause Paul didn't go, "What are you doing?" And you know, all of a sudden, there would be friction. There wasn't. Paul's so nice. He's okay, skipper, whatever you think.
The other big difference, Russ, is that McDonald can throw a heavier stone, a bigger stone than Murphy.
Well, I think Jamie can throw it pretty hard too. I think it's more play with these stones too. You know, and the big curl you're going to get in Ontario compared to most rinks in Nova Scotia. It's just a different style of play.
Okay, otherwise they're going to take it on.
Those 2 red ones, for instance, out front.
Don't we?
Paul Fleming's teams would normally raise those up because the ice is so straight. It's an easy shot. Here, it's not.
No.
Same weight.
Yeah.
I fought that for 20 years. It was, you know, you play, you practice, you throw, you play club games, and then you come here and it's a different sport.
The rocks, really, for me, it was the rocks and the action. How much you know, granite you could move with not a lot of weight.
Whoa, Brett, go ahead, Brett. Hard. It's just a little full.
And just will sit right there. Mark Nichols does admit, you know, they could have easily been 4 wins, no losses, but they were caught by Cooey. Kevin playing his best game, and Matt Dunstone had his best game against them. And then, as you find it all this level, at the top level, you make a mistake, you're punished. And Nichols, on one occasion, made a mistake, and they got punished for it.
Yeah, it was the first end. Nichols flashed, and then Gushue came up short, and it was a steal of 2. And how often do they ever give a steal of 2 up? And really, that was almost the game.
Need a roll here. You're going to give up a couple.
Control. No. Whoa. Control.
Close.
Whoa. Control.
Close.
Whoa.
Scott.
Such a tough spot. We've seen it all week so far, straight. You need that down weight to get the roll.
Okay. Good sweep.
Okay.
Yeah. Depending on who shot, would you avoid it?
Yeah.
Could you ignore it?
Yeah, you could. I'm just not sure where you put it. You play the come around, and the run back's made. You're not happy.
So they do believe that Team Canada is shot at around 3 o'clock.
Probably taking the double on, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Could you just roll like a foot to the right?
I thought it was a draw.
I like
Go
that
there. Like,
And
he's
it's
risking
usable.
going against 3.
Yeah.
And if we're forced here, it's only the first end. It's not a big deal. Probably just half the 4-foot in case he freezes, then it gives me space.
Yep. You want to be buried so he can't try to roll behind this one, I guess.
Yeah.
And then even then, you still got the double.
Like your call, Cheryl. And then there's no yellow double for Nova Scotia. If Nova Scotia somehow makes a run, tap back, or does that, you still have that setup shot.
Mm-hmm.
The drawing, I think. Eh?
They are. They decided it. Brad said he's comfortable if they get forced. They get forced. It's the first end. The reward might be a 3.
Right.
That's.
I think sometimes we give everybody too much credit.
If you can give us 2 feet more,
Well, if I give you draw the button, that's top 4, biting the 4, right?
Their first draw of the game was 13-8, stop top 4.
Oh, okay.
So
it's going to be a little slower.
Just a couple feet slower.
Okay.
So play it out. You know, a lot of teams won't play the shot because what if? What if the other guy freezes? Well, what if he's a foot heavy? And then you get 3. Like, once in a while, they're human.
And first end, yeah, you're right.
Heavy.
New pass, haven't figured the weight out.
If we're right off, we have a chance.
Whoa. It's okay.
It's okay. Top button now. Whoa. No.
Close.
Top button. Doesn't need it for line. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, it's top button. Whoa.
No. Go hard.
Oh, my goodness.
And to the back of the button.
You don't want to give up a steal. The force would be okay.
And this is where you'll say after the game, we made a dumb call. No, just didn't get it in the right spot. That was an overthrow by 5 feet.
Yeah, nothing wrong with the call.
I mean, even if you get to here,
I thought he'd freeze here.
I really wish more teams would take that attitude that it is just the first. And if we give up a steal of 1, it's not like giving up the steal of 1 in the 9th.
Yeah, no, I love it because, like we said, you could get a 3.
Pretty flat double here, and you have to kick that yellow buried rock a long way.
Close to as hard as I can throw it, guys. Sure.
I was pretty sure he'd follow Brad right in. Even if you're top 4 foot, you force Brad to a single.
Freeze, and then we draw the side of the button.
Yeah, with it being behind tee, there's really nothing Brad could do with it.
Don't like it when he says it's pretty much as hard as I can throw it. That usually creates an error.
Final stone. Scott McDonald. Nothing yet. All on its own. Going to come over? No.
Okay, good try.
Just too thick.
Too tough. That was the right angle when you extrapolate where that hit. That was the perfect angle, so you'd have to throw that 3 times as hard.
Try. Yeah, we'll get it there. Draw the button.
Just couldn't afford to draw on the first end if you.
Why not?
I'm with you. Sorry, Cheryl, to interrupt. It's not the first end. It's the 5th end.
No, they just threw practice rock after practice rock, and that's the draw path, so you know it. It's just your own comfort, I guess. Maybe didn't feel good in practice. That could be the one issue.
Yeah, they lost the draw to the button.
It's 2 feet more than draw to the button.
Yeah, that's got to change, isn't it?
Top 4. Go ahead.
When you have that last rock, you've got to score your deuce. You've got to convert. And here's their opportunity in the first.
Line's fine.
Tee, top button.
Same line.
Same
14,
spot. Split tee.
Shot, Brad.
How about Dandy?
2 Paul.
So that's what you want to do. You have last rock, you want to convert. They always say you have 1 in your pocket, but if you can add a second, that's conversion. Team Canada against Nova Scotia is our feature on this Tuesday afternoon.
Behind the tee.
Team Canada comes in at 2-2, but Nova Scotia at 3-2.
Board.
Remembering again that you take your losses with you into the championship pool, should you get there. And after that 2 by Team Canada, it'll be Nova Scotia. Yes, it is Team Murphy, Jamie Murphy, who would normally skip this team out of the Halifax Curling Club, but because of the amount of time away and the Atlantic bubble, forcing people to quarantine for 14 days on their return, he just couldn't afford it with his work and family commitments. So the word went out, and Scott McDonald, the former Ontario champion, comes in to skip this team.
It's the year of the great spares, isn't it? Oh, we don't have a skip. Oh, what's Chelsea Carey doing? What's Wayne? Wayne, you haven't played in 5 years. I want you to cut try. No, it's pretty amazing.
It's good. Good way.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Yep. Hard. Hard.
Hard.
Hard. Yeah. Really gotta go hard. Be okay.
And avoids the jam at the back. The only team that is not playing on this Tuesday afternoon is Kevin Cooey, wild card number 2, 5-0. There you have Newfoundland and Labrador against Ontario's Epping. Somebody's going to win their first. Nunavut against PEI. We're playing on sheet C, and Mike Fournier from Quebec coming off a loss last night as he goes against Matt Dunstone and the team from the Wadena Remax Curling Club north of Regina.
Just down, Scott.
Formerly the Highland Curling Club in Regina. Got to get that in.
Yeah, of course. And then it's a great story what the community did for him and his Saskatchewan team.
Same weight, board. Okay. This spot should
And
be good.
playing
for the
so
first
well.
2/3
They
anyway.
look so
Oh,
confident.
do they ever?
That experience last year getting all the way to the playoffs is going to help them a lot. Kurt Myers, the new second, is going to help them a lot.
Well, that's what he said when I had a chat with Matt, and he said, really what the only difference in the playoff teams between them and the rest was that they hadn't played those big games, and now that they got that semifinal in, he said, we're here to win this, and they look like it.
No. Okay, good shot.
Nice shot.
So early scores, John Epping scores a single with last rock, and the other two games open with blanks.
I thought Scott Russ a couple times, instead of playing the hit and rolls, would maybe loop around that corner and try and set one up. They had an over curl on the last one of Scott's, and now this double's in play, but not going around that corner and using it.
Right, because first of all, this is a single rock, really, at this level. These doubles can be made, and you threw the corner for a reason.
Roll it. Yep.
Now you might get forced.
Noses? Got room this way? Okay. Here. Board weight.
Throwing board?
Same as your first one last time.
Second one was a little
Second one was hard, yeah.
We did bring up with Mark. Do you remember back in St. John's at the Brier, and they got off to a bad start. It's a rough start. And the pressure of the moment and playing at home. And after they started, I think 3 or 2, they had a team meeting at Gushue. And so asking Mark today if, in fact, they've had a meeting now after going 2-2 here. And he said, yes, not the same pressures. It's about the technical stuff. It's about the releases. Those things that they would have locked up and down by now that they're still working on. And again, missing the right way.
Yeah, exactly. Having Mark Nichols flash a stone is just unheard of. You just don't see it. But that's probably the difference between where Gushue's putting the broom and what kind of release he thought he would have coming at him. So you have to talk a lot at the beginning of this event. Keep trying to groove what releases the skip's expecting. Maybe the skip has to move the broom around, because sometimes I think here what you're getting from players with the lack of reps this year, you're not going to change it. You just have to ice for it.
You like solid or board or normal? You could do this, but he might try that.
Yeah. I like the roll.
Yeah, I like this.
Just a little more weight than
Russ,
the
and you can
last.
probably speak to this a little
Yeah,
more.
like 10 seconds, Mark.
Mark said that they also
Okay.
get into some time trouble, a Gushue team. And yes, they talk, but it's because of Brad being so very deliberate, and he has his routines, and he does not defer from them, that they have to sometimes give up their time for him to have his.
And Mark, I was lucky enough to play with him that one year, and he recognized that. He will actually speed up his routine to save a few seconds. Yeah.
Come on, bud. Hard.
Go.
Well, that's the fine balance. You've got four
Really?
human
Wow.
beings out there, and you've got to have a mental clock going once in a while, figuring out how much time can we waste on this particular shot.
I'm chuckling because of having a mental clock and some of your openings, Cheryl.
Yeah.
Russ and I just sit there, and our mental clock is just going.
I will join our game in the third end.
See, you get it from both sides. Eh? How do you like that?
I have to sit in the middle of this for 2 months.
Yeah, there you go.
Phil.
Oh, dear. And the stuff at the back. How nice. I mean, just that rollover sets that up. Wow.
Yeah, pretty simple here now. Just hang around, maybe roll a little bit to the left.
It's a gripper mark there.
There's 3 here.
But watch him now and everyone else. But how difficult is that if you are, in fact, one of the other 3? You accommodate the skipper as much as you can?
You do. And I've seen it on other teams. Matt Dunstone has a very deliberate pre-shot routine. And so the front end, a lot of times you can get in the hack, be ready to throw, and that will give the skip and the third a little bit more time to go through what they need to.
So there you go. They had their meeting, and they said, look, it is what it is. The pressure of the hometown, the province, and everything else. We've got to forget about it. And then they went on to that dramatic win that many of us will remember for our lifetime.
Come on, bud. Hard, Jeff.
Keep going, keep going. That's good. Nice sweep.
Yeah, I agree.
Kind of a nice angle here for Nova Scotia. If the double's made, you can get it in maybe in that way.
Okay, solid normal. Okay.
So you have to pick, you know the angle you have to hit this, just about an inch, inch and a half high side. So how much weight do you need to roll perfect? Probably close to normal, little less than normal maybe with these rocks. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, more like a control.
That's good, eh?
Yep. Yeah, it is.
Normal.
Yep, gotta go.
Normal.
Gotta go.
Yep.
Gotta go.
Hard.
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 Hard, bud.
Hard. Okay. 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 Yep.
On the brush.
Okay.
And he'll run that by.
So swing your side of the sheet. If you're playing that in the in turn, that would track in that same spot, and this out turn will curl up.
Yeah, that's been the pattern on all 4 sheets, isn't it? The coming home, the out turn curls more than the in.
All right, hair snug and
Yeah, just
curl.
a little. That was better than rolling out.
Yeah.
It's good weight down here, like 10 and a half.
Brent was good. Yeah.
Yep.
Probably about 10-3, 10-4.
So you could play either
That
turn,
looks like plenty of ice. You like that ice there, Brett?
but I like it this way. 'Cause
board?
Yeah.
chances are you're going to overthrow compared to
Should be good
underthrow.
for a roll to center? Or,
Yeah, I
or
think
a little
so.
further?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a key, Cheryl. Where do you want to roll it? Do you want to roll it on top as it previously was, or do you want to roll it, leave it maybe one side or the other, so if they're going to run it back, it has to be on an angle?
Yeah, I think they're going to try and just roll a little bit. Nose isn't bad, but a little roll to the right would be perfect. Like that.
Over to Ontario against Newfoundland and Labrador after John Epping scored 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4 yellows there. Epping, lots of pressure on the skip from Newfoundland and Labrador, Greg Smith.
Well, he had lots of pressure last, and he made a triple on his final stone, and that was what forced John Epping. This end, there is no triple. All there is a draw to the lid for the single.
Where?
They don't want to brush it because it's got lots of weight, but they've got to get it by.
Yep. Hard. Roll it in. Yep. Go.
Oh, he's got the spin. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, and he thought.
Very
I think I could
nice.
have took even more ice.
It didn't feel right.
That's gotta go.
Oh, another rocket from Scudder. Needs to make them both go away.
Clean.
And stuffed it,
shot,
and
bud.
he will spill it.
Very nice.
So one it is.
Powder off the rock and everything.
Nova Scotia, at up weight, gets the Blue Nosers out of trouble.
Oh, you did.
We said curling under these beams here is a lot like curling in a chalet in some respects. And the mountains are off in the distance. We're in Calgary, in the bubble, for a couple of months. Our season of champions. This is event number 2, the Tim Hortons Brier. On this Tuesday afternoon, Nova Scotia with the single. So it's Team Canada that does have the hammer back. They have Last Rock playing the Yellowstone.
It's all there.
Back 8.
Yeah. Line only, Brad.
Back foot. Back 8.
It's spinning. It's back line.
That's not what they wanted.
It's true.
With that much speed and that much handle, it might not curl into this little slower area.
It's going to hang. I think if he slows it down a little for us.
Okay.
Boy, they know where that thing's going.
Great brushers and judging.
Say the end.
Good little chance. Jeff's split. He was just a hair light. It overcurled and raised Nova Scotia right to the back button. And then a little heavy on his next one. Got it wider. That's all it takes.
Line's good.
Weight's good.
Full.
Weight's
Scott
good.
Zachary, fourth
Line
Brier
only.
appearance
We're
for
there.
him. All of them have been with Jamie
Might be
Murphy.
to it.
Whoa.
We are past it.
If it's
No
past it, go, Phil.
playdowns in Nova
Yeah, you gotta
Scotia,
go.
so
You
they
gotta
were
go. You gotta go.
declared, as many of
Get it
the
past it.
provinces were. The territories
It's not.
were the
Keep going the whole way,
primary
just keep going the whole
playdowns, and PEI, for one, had a playdown. So did Newfoundland and Labrador. Limited fields.
It's going to be tough to stick it. Try and hang it on over here.
Now, they didn't judge that. They said it was going past the shot rock, and they tried to keep it straight and brushed it. They could have carved it and or just even left it and got it partly hidden.
Left a pretty unmissable double.
Yeah.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Yep. Watch the shooter. Talk to me. Okay.
It's interesting looking at all the stats. You know, Gallant having a wonderful week at 90, but the team's at 88. Nova Scotia's only at 81. Had to get that a little higher. But when you break it down, Nova Scotia's scored more points for and against than Canada.
Close.
Weight's good. Yep.
Yes. Whoa. Yes.
But Canada's giving up more points than I've seen them before. Like
Yes.
6 a game
6
average.
a game, yeah.
And I think I looked back at the Brier last year, and I think they were 4.5.
Ooh. So the miss there. Now further to what you were talking about, let's take a look at some of the results here. So you come in at 3-2. You've got Gushue now. You've got Mackey of Nunavut, and then you close against the pool leader at the moment, and that's Matt Dunstone. Well, that's 2 out of 3 are teams that are ranked above you if you are Nova Scotia.
I like the out.
And they have to knock a couple of them off to get to the championship pool.
Top 4, eh?
2 slight errors in a row there. I got a little lucky chapping off the one they were trying to hit and getting the back one.
Close to speed, eh?
Yeah. It'll be close.
Brad's not afraid to go out really wide and make these shots. Most teams would play the intern here.
Looks there right now.
This would be so keen, and then you can use your brushes.
Got a little extra room. You're going to be in a fresher path, Jeff. T.
Is there a path here, though, Cheryl, where it catches the used pebble, then you have to use a brush like right now?
Yeah, I mean, they were out a little wider. That's where Brad made his draw, and he slid a little deep in the first end. So they were out a little wider. He knew it would grab, but really good heads up. The brushers were on it.
We mentioned before, that's one of the keys here with this ice, as it is in many events, but here it seems a little bit more so. Brushers have to be very, very aware.
And that is what this front end will, all 3 of Team Canada, they just really know the pass. And it's even more so how many rocks have been down that path.
Line's good.
Can make all the difference.
Line's good.
Paul Fleming.
Back 4. Line's good. Back 4.
Phil, yes.
Back 4. Back 8.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Hard.
Back 8.
Hard. Hard. Just keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Trying to keep the line here.
Hey, Paul.
Shot.
It's pretty good. Can't throw much weight at that on the out-turn side.
Double peel. Yeah.
I think you try to get it going back in there.
I think we have to play the double peel, don't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like half to a thicker half.
Okay.
Just recognizing they don't want to chase that.
Back 8.
Open it up, they have hammer.
They're hoping to, I think, freeze in the corner here.
They were. It worked out, though, pretty good.
But here's to your point, and I think with these 2 skips,
Yep.
I don't think Scott McDonald plays this shot. I think he plays a freeze if he's Brad Gushue.
Agreed, 100%.
Oh.
Good.
Okay. Shot.
The one stone, though, does move over and cover the Canadian stone back edge of the 4-foot. Watch that. Watch that red one go now as they just drive it by, and that red one will cover what appears to be the second shot, edge of the 4.
Yeah, I think so.
It's the 2 different styles. Now, Scott, I'm guessing, would have played the come around. If he makes it really good, he gets a steel putt. Well, pretending he had a hammer, he would set up a possible 2. Brad is still setting up a possible two, but he's really in no danger with his shots.
No.
There's a very good chance he's got a makeable shot with his last one.
Well, Brad, you can see it. Brad will get really concerned if he doesn't have one or two draws available.
That's one reason he's pretty good, but his percentage is always so good year after year after year.
And that one will slide on by as they tried to put it on the corner.
Brilliant skip management there. Now you got a nose hit if you want. Just hit 3 with hammer and there's no guards.
Nose hit might be the best. Maybe a little roll there.
Is a nose
Is it a bad idea to do something like that?
Set up a triple?
Keeps ours a little more secure, but then how do we get rid of
but
his?
also keep theirs a little more secure on the next one.
Yeah. We never drew the out-turn draw, do we?
You can. I like that.
I like the hit, I think, but
My thought was this.
Yeah. Roll right in front.
I don't mind the draw tap either.
Yeah, you don't have to remove
Scoreboard says just do this.
the Nova Scotia
We can
stone.
roll right in front of ours, can't we?
You could roll there.
Yeah, you can. I'm just thinking if we do this, it makes this shot a little bit more precise. So just a half a rock roll. Throw, hack.
Hack?
If you nose it though, you've set up a gimme triple, if there is such a thing. With these
I
rocks.
don't mind a smidge more for the roll.
Can I see a little more? Yeah. Hack weight.
Yeah, nose hit's scary.
So just a slight roll to the right.
I think so. Or even if you roll out or roll too far, there's no double.
No, it's flat.
Just hack.
Too flat.
Whoa.
Gotta miss it the right way mark here.
Just hack. Good weight. Jeff.
That was one of the things they discussed in their meeting after last night was to miss the right way. And then
Yeah,
it'll
that's
spill
fine.
away.
That's fine.
Aggressive little pop.
That's so important, and it doesn't show up in the stats. If you'd missed it this way, and it would have been somewhere in there, that would have been such an easy triple to sit about 4. And there goes your whole end. Now you've got one buried, one frozen. You've got a nibbler over there that could come into play. And there aren't any guards for Scott McDonald to hide behind.
And you heard Mark Nichols ask for a little bit more ice. I think he protected just because he knows that just as well as Gushue does.
It's the difference between good and great. It's just some of those half shots. What are they trying here? The freeze?
They are.
Fleming tried it with his last and went heavy.
Good. T.
Didn't add anything, guys.
Top 4. Line's
Yep.
good.
Yep,
T.
you're going.
Yep. Line's good. T line. Back 4. Whoa then. Whoa. Back 4. Whoa. A little heavy. Whoa. Heavy. Get over there. Scotty, maybe? Scotty? I don't think, Phil. Sit. Okay.
Yeah, just a little bounce off.
Nose might give him a triple. Foot heavy. Roll in a little bit. Or even.
Yeah, you're gonna shave this one probably, right?
Excuse me. Yeah.
Like you're not gonna be throwing much weight, are you?
No. It's just a hack weight shot, but.
Yeah, I know. So
Yeah, I think we got to get. I think we got to get
I
to
think
the
you
inside.
gotta try that.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Like
Sitting right there, as
how
he
much
said,
you have,
leaves a
Jeff?
triple.
Just got 7/8. What? 7/8. So just hack.
like even right on the nose.
Nose is a pretty simple triple, Mark.
Yeah, we got to get to the inside.
But it might stay.
I think you got to get a little
just
low.
missing a
I
piece.
agree.
Right
No,
there. Man, that's not going very far.
Nose, you want
To
roll
get
a
the
little.
triple,
Nose
to get
gives him
onto
a
this
triple.
one.
You got to get a little roll, like a half
Yeah.
a rock roll.
Just a little. That's what we're trying.
Okay. Just roll half a rock, Mark.
Yeah.
So Cheryl, this is what you were talking about in our opening, the record so far for Canada.
Yeah, I mean, you look at they're playing, the rest of the teams that they're playing out now are seated below them. So that's the opportunity. You have had 2 losses. You know, now limit the losses going forward into that championship pool. It's all within their control.
They didn't seem to be committed, did they, on this one? You know, do you hit it on the nose? Do you roll on the low side? which would be away from center line.
Real good weight.
And Brett Gallant wanted to know as the brusher, he really always confirms where this wants to land.
Hard, Jeff. Hard. Light. Soft.
Saskatchewan against Quebec. And I see Martin Crete with the brush down for Mike Fournier.
Well, an opportunity for 3 in this end. Matt Dunstone was trying an angle double and just hit it way too thin, jammed on his own, and this is a tap for 3.
Hasseland backs it in.
Good shot.
A very nice shot. And there it is for 3.
That papered the front one.
Did it ever?
J'aurais dû y aller plus, hein. 3.
T'as bien pensé le flash à première?
Guys, that's a better.
A little underthrow, I think, for Brad there.
Yeah, even if your T line is fine.
He's on the same page. Okay.
You got it.
Paul, a little less ice. Yeah, I think you moved my broom. Okay. So
In a 1-1 tie, playing the third, and this time it's Ryan Fry with the brush down for John Epping.
Well, you're going to need both hands for this if he's able to make it. Greg Smith just not able to get anything going. He tried an in-off on his first, got nothing. And Ontario has continued to lob them in. Greg's final stone is deep, but it is wide open. Hit for 6.
T-line. Back 4. Whoa.
Matt Cam. Oh. And it'll spin away. And so just the one hand needed.
Yeah, 5.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Try that again? I don't mind.
Scott, a case of the deeps for McDonald.
That's a bad mistake there.
I did. That just scared me where that jumped.
I like
there.
the in.
I like
Board
the
weight
too.
in.
Just for
The
Jeff.
center line, I think, is a little finicky.
Jeff sweeping too, right? It's better.
So look what happened in this end. Canada was out curled. They decided to bail, which Brad's so famous for. Brad missed his first shot.
That should be tons, I think.
Now he's got a gimme for 3.
You agree?
Yeah.
Just board with that ice?
I like just board. I was thinking when you put it down, it was closer to heavy hack ice.
Yeah, look at all those
I like
collected
board.
at the
Just
back,
board.
eh?
You
All
agree,
too deep.
I like board. I can carve it.
Line back 4, then right out here. So
Just kept going.
oh,
Yeah.
back 8, back 12.
And they're really only helping the team with hammer.
It's a little
And
hard.
that is Team Canada.
Weight's good.
Final stone here in the third.
Whoa! Red! Lots of weight.
Hard, Brad.
Harder. Harder. You're close.
Good. Nice sweep.
Yeah, perfect. 1, 2, 3. Team Canada
Good. It might have been
shooting well. Tuesday afternoon. See all the flags of the provinces and territories hanging here at Winsport Arena. This the pandemic. Tim Hortons Brier, of course, with the 18 teams divided into 2 pools of 9. So an 8-game round robin, then the top 4 will advance. Team Canada breaks it open with a 3 in the third to lead now 5-1 as we go to the 4th. And Nova Scotia, the team from the Halifax Curling Club, will have last rock playing the Redstones. Not heavy.
Okay. Mine's good.
Yep.
Scott had like his last one back. He's trying to weld one in there and
We got it.
didn't quite
Look at
guess
his
on
running,
the
guys.
speed
Weight's
in that
Running.
in-turn side.
Last 2 back, kind of did the same
Oh,
on
true.
the out-turn.
Yeah, just a foot hit. Yeah, that's right. There's a good one.
Shot, Phil.
Shot, bud.
Yeah, I know. My first one, though, you thought was back 8. And it was
So
on
it's
top.
a 3-spot put on the board by Canada, and Mark Nichols given some credit for this.
Well, he is, but the call is as well. You got to give it a lot of credit. Really, Brad gets very concerned if he doesn't have either side of the forefoot open, makes this call, opens it up. In the end, he ends up with a soft tap to get his 3. The shot was pretty good, too.
Bam, bam.
Tee Shot is brought to you by OK Tire, service, repair, and tires.
That was a great shot you illustrated there, because when your skip misses his first one and has a wide open hit for 3, That was the right call.
And many players probably get lulled into the rocks or tee line, so you think, I'll just lob one in there, and then you end up with no shot. So you have to be very disciplined to do that every time, and Brad is.
And he knows he's got the guns to do it. He said earlier, he said, let's go here. Mark, you can make that double later.
Yeah, yes.
Because he knows Mark can.
Weight's good.
Line's good.
Yep.
Yep. Whoa.
Scott Zachary.
Yep. Gotta go.
Weight's good.
Crowell
Gotta go.
closest at the stone.
Weight's fine.
Hard.
Fleming out in front.
Hard.
Hard.
Stay on it, Phil.
Stay on it.
Stay on it. Keep
Stay
it
on
high.
it.
Keep it high. Keep it
Right
high.
in there.
Yep. Good, good.
Hit that.
Nice shot.
Nice
Good
shot.
brush, guys.
Good sweep, guys.
Same thing happened to us, Cheryl. The year I was lucky enough to play with these two guys, you know, I was the skip, and we played Paul Trilson in our first game at a Bonspiel. And I'm playing, angle freeze here, do this, do that. We give up a steal of 4. Then I realized that the talent I had, you know, Mark's hitting ability, Brad not afraid of anything. And we developed a little different strategy, closer to this type of thing, where you know, give Brad a shot, we're in pretty good shape.
Like solid.
Yeah, so almost you engineer your strategy based on the strengths on the team. Like and maybe the hitting ability isn't strong on some teams, so it's all offense.
Right.
Surprising that, in some respects, the game wouldn't have done that before, because every sport does. I mean, if you're a better running team, you run the ball. If you're a better defensive team, is that just lately to the game of curling?
No, I think that's always been there, but there's more so now. You're seeing it with the 5 rock, because I think it's so critical in the 5 rock. You have to look down the sheet and go, you know, if I'm going to play offense with a 5 rock, I better have the horses in front to open it up for me.
Was a little heavy.
But then you're also seeing players develop that part of their game. If they've got a weak, you know, if they maybe can't throw the big weight, they're developing that part of the game because they know they have to be well-rounded players now.
Well, we know, too, how the game has changed. We've talked about it. The second stone, for example, Wilkes was mentioning how she came down from third to throw the second stones for Rachel Holman, and she says it's a few more soft shots.
Yes.
It is. And chase shot. I've never seen seconds play so many soft little tap backs and freezes.
And it's more of the thirds that are throwing the rockets, and that's to the point that the rocks are so much smoother and easier. The surface is so good. A double for Mark Nichols with these conditions, it's a gimme. So that changes your strategy too.
And that's why maybe, you know, as Paul Fleming said to us, McDonald tends to wait a little longer than he might normally with Jamie Murphy.
Yeah, it's definitely contrasting skip styles here.
Even back button.
Okay. Okay.
Because if he comes to it, we could always touch this in.
Okay.
So.
Yep.
We just saw it. They tried to play a come around freeze there, as opposed to now they're in a mess.
Talk about not having any view of the forefoot.
A little late.
Coming through the hole.
Yeah, Brad smells an opportunity here.
Line's good. Get a whoa for a second.
Try to get it closer than the Nova Scotia red one.
Oh, now they got to get it over there. Get it through that hole. Here they go. Walker Gallant. Oh, is that ever nice?
We're there.
Look at this.
No.
What are you smelling? Goodness.
Show Mark.
Pretty good for a 2-2 team. Like I said, they're only a couple shots away from being 4-0.
We're there.
What a great spot to put that. Even if the yellows are made, that probably still stays.
Good shot.
Look, Knight.
No choice now for Nova Scotia.
Yes!
Paul Fleming, and you can hear McDonald calling right away on Phil Crowell. Run it back. Bang, bang. Oh, and he'll get two. Lovely shot. Great run back. Paul Fleming.
Now that was a shot.
Sad.
You left with the double.
Too bad. Really bad break here. Watch where this red ray stops after that incredible triple. Then it's, let's roll there for
Nice
Mark
shot, bud.
Nichols.
Good sweep.
What a great shot by Paul.
Good sweep, bud. A little unlucky where they ended up. Yeah.
And then he's like, I left him the double, didn't I?
Yep.
You want Peel, Mark? Yeah.
That's great. The owner of Harbor Fish and Fries. That's 2 fish and a chip right there, that shot there. Got them both.
Have the cod when you're there, Vic.
I said, no wonder you curl. You close. He says, open April 1st. I said, okay, I'll let everybody know if you're in Halifax.
Roll it, Brett. Get on the corner.
Dear.
Okay. All right.
And he'll lay it on the corner.
Sorry, guys. Just right at the end.
Okay.
Sorry, Brad.
I mean, worst place to roll to, but.
Right to the button.
Okay.
Mark saying, sorry, just you're coming at that high speed and just a little setback on the end and it won't come back.
No, I'm outside my draw to the button.
Yeah, that's not a good outcome.
Do you think if I gave you what I gave you on that out turn that was a little deep? I think that's good. Okay. Yep.
I'm trying to get around the red one here. Cheryl looks like very tight ice. I know it's the straighter to the two sides.
Because I don't think they can freeze it. Are they tapping it? Maybe. No.
That's possible, yes.
Line's good.
But then you roll open. I thought they'd play the come around the way the score is.
Yep.
Maybe it's really straight.
This is a straighter side, so and they're holding it.
You gotta go, boys. You gotta go. Hard. 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 Whoa, whoa, whoa. Phil, get it in there. Get it in there. Get it in there. That's fine.
Okay, Paul. Okay. Good brush. Okay, just too light of a kick. Yeah. Good sweep. Okay.
Yeah, they were playing to come around.
It's probably the smartest shot. Wrapping around is probably not the smartest.
We're second.
I know. He can get that out though. Okay, let's run it right on the nose. I think works.
Okay.
Okay, I understand. And the smarter shot, but you're also up by 4. And they're struggling a little bit. So
Right on the nose.
why not, Cheryl, put some pressure on them and come in?
Well, because you're up by 4 and you're going to play this run back. You play a come around and you slide a little bit deep, and now you give them a chance to get a couple points in there. So I think this is the right call if you look up at the scoreboard.
Even if,
last mark.
even if you miss it, there's such an easy double on your next one.
You're okay giving up. If you're Gushue, you're okay giving up a couple here. But that guard leaving it there could make it a possible 3 even.
Brett.
Whoa, whoa! Brett! Whoa, whoa!
Hard.
Clean!
Hard.
1 back. Oh, we'll get rid of the backing. So he does loosen things up. Leaves the shooter there.
Good shot.
All right, after John Epping scored 5 in the third, let's go in and check with Kathy. Newfoundland and Labrador against Ontario.
Well, Greg Smith made a corner freeze on his first one, but John Epping able to blast it out to a lie 3. This is the nose hit. Needs to stick it.
Yes!
Zachary? He threw one here, didn't he?
Yeah, right here. You're good.
And you're good to pick up the single.
Yeah. I gotta use the bathroom. Board. Yeah, just board.
Okay.
Go, bud.
Brad didn't quite get the result he wanted, but he kicked the red out in the open.
Quebec with that 3 in the third. Now they stand back and watch Matt Dunstone.
Well, and an opportunity to get 4 back on Mike Fournier's final stone. He was trying to navigate a port facing 2. It overcurled. He wound up raising another Saskatchewan stone in the house. So already lying 3. Any paint will do for Matt for 4.
Felt fine, guys.
Can you clean it? Clean it then. Clean it in.
Good shot.
I got you back 8 for time. Nope. Get off. No, you can be off now. You do. Same as before. If I sweep it, you do. If I leave it, you don't.
Well, that's the thing you don't want, is it? Quebec scores 3, and then you turn around and
give it right back.
Give up 4. Gosh.
You probably got an inch or so of air.
Saskatchewan, Matt Dunstone. Watch for them.
It's just an option.
I'd have to
Playing
hit
well.
like
Yeah, they are.
with the out turn. I'd have to hit like a third to
Yeah.
stick it.
Yeah.
Like half a rock, it still spins out. So you got an inch of air. Okay.
Okay. And try to roll it right
Try and roll it right behind the red.
behind the red.
Yep.
Yeah.
What a
Or
great
even-
roll by Scott Russ.
Yes.
Even behind the yellow is good too.
Another
Because the yellow
inch, and he couldn't roll much farther. It would be really hard to get it
Well,
out.
he could probably
And you don't
make
roll
this.
enough and you leave a double.
Right.
There's a lot of bad things
make
could
that?
happen
Yeah,
on that.
I rolled it here.
Yeah.
Interesting out-turn play here.
I'm probably going to answer my own question here. But because of the stagger, could you ever play the in-turn draw? But I understand here, even if you don't make the hit and roll perfectly, at least you're eliminating one of their stones. So this is the thought here.
You did answer your question.
Yeah.
Very well done.
Hard.
That is the roll. Scoreboard again, Vic.
Okay.
There you go. And there goes the roll. So they will have the draw for two.
What a wonderful shot by Paul Fleming, that run back triple. And Mark didn't quite make the double. That's the difference
Go a
here.
hair tighter, because I mean, we can have it finish here, right?
Yeah.
I think we'll go right there, Paul. Are we a little quicker than draw to the button, or what do you guys think?
No, it's the same.
It's the same.
Speed's the same.
Okay.
Yeah, Scott deep on those last two, so see how comfortable he is. He's got a little room here, just 8 foot.
Sweet for T, boys. Give it a little.
See.
Keep it out there. Keep it out there. Phil.
See.
Phil. Phil.
Okay, line's
Phil.
okay. Line's fine.
Phil.
Line's fine. Just play the weight.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, you're fine.
Okay, line's good.
Clean, Scotty, because I don't want to. There we go. Good judge.
Nice shot. Very nice. And there's the two. So a nice bounce back by Nova Scotia. The team from Halifax pick up a couple.
What was that for? I mean, what shot? Let's pretty much take it off.
Scott McDonald out to help. They just get it across the hog line as they try to line up the center guards. Nova Scotia gets two here. And you saw it because we see it here at the Winsport Arena, all part of Canada Olympic Park. So we go to 5-3. Team Canada leads it on this Tuesday afternoon. And once again, it'll be Brad Gushue that does have last rock, has the hammer, playing the Yellowstones.
Curl a little.
Tommy.
Well, the 3 for Brad Gushue, the 2 for Scott McDonald were well assisted by the 2/3 with great shots turning the ends around.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right, because McDonald doesn't have that draw. Paul Fleming doesn't make that triple.
Oh.
And then a little help from Mark. You don't see him miss those doubles very often.
Yeah, true.
Back 12. Not even like back 8. Back 12 is okay. Back 8's good.
What'd you say? Back 12? Yeah. Okay. Gotta move 2 rocks.
These are so tough. You can only see half of it, less than half from the hack. And it's kind of in that spot where if you
Close.
punch up the weight at all, it will not curl on this out-turn side.
Whoa,
Weight's
whoa,
good. Back
whoa,
12. Back 12. Back 12.
Whoa.
And it has to curl.
Paul.
Stay close.
Really hard. No, keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Whoa.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine.
It's good.
It's exactly what they asked for. It just doesn't
That's good.
snap in there. No, so it didn't catch it quite thick enough.
Feel into the red one. It may do something like that, but that's fine.
I don't mind that either right now.
Like this. Small half.
I think
so. 40% of it.
40%? Okay.
Double peel's dangerous. So play the guard that's going to hurt you. It's the tight one, not the long one. Over to the other red if possible.
Yep.
Hard, 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 real hard.
Gotta go hard.
He knew it as soon as he let it go. Brett Gallant.
Okay.
And drives it right through.
The hole was plan
That'll
B.
do. Nice shot.
Okay, not bad.
Nice sweep, Jeff.
Scrub.
Almost.
Kicking wide, not a good spot to kick wide.
Okay.
Sorry, wasn't a very good throw.
That's right, that guard's nice and high now.
Yeah.
This way.
Yeah. I agree.
I got my 2 rocks.
No, this is the turn.
Yeah.
This is the turn.
Yeah. Got to play this turn.
Yeah, all right.
Like a foot less.
There's to the point of the out turn running so
Probably
straight.
the
Now
same
they're
because of this rock, though.
flip gears. This will curl.
A little less.
Yes.
Yep.
Yo.
Whoa.
Yo.
Yep.
It's good. Yo. Whoa.
Whoa.
Close.
Close.
Yo.
Yeah.
Never. Never.
Hard.
Hard, Phil.
Crowell. Fleming.
Whoa, if you can.
Whoa. It's holding.
Oh.
It's holding. Whoa. Sorry. Oh, it's running hot, eh?
And
Great shot, Scott.
Shot.
taps it up.
Good, Scotty.
So
Yeah,
it
good
is
sweep.
Team Canada sitting the 2.
Double.
Both exposed, though. Both open in the 4 and edge of the 4.
Half a rock will do.
Both teams have doubles.
Is that the out or the in? The out.
You know, they can throw it pretty straight if you don't know what turn it is. It's in half here.
Yep, gotta go.
A little more
Gotta
controlled
go. Hard.
this time.
Hard,
Brett
hard,
Gallant.
hard,
1-2. Oh, he'll clobber his own 2. And will it sit?
Okay.
5. You're coming back? No, maybe not.
Okay. Paying attention to this one, Scott.
It didn't hit, I don't think, Mark.
Mark, it didn't hit.
It didn't, no.
Okay. Sorry, I was watching you. Oh, jeez, we're just not. Okay.
Bit of an error there, too, for somebody that good.
It is.
Control, boys. Clean that. See something? Keep going towards the hog line. Yeah. Yeah, you're good.
I don't think there was anything in Paul's path. He was just trying to catch his breath.
It's a good strategy.
Veteran move.
Let me breathe.
Clean. Hair down.
No,
That's good.
Clean.
Control. Yep.
Clean. Yep.
Better on the hits than the draws so far for Paul Fleming.
Yes.
Zachary. And you're going to get that roll, yes. But that guard is so long, Cheryl.
Yeah, it's really not there. It's invisible. There's enough curl on this ice. In turn. Out turn's a little straighter, but in turn for sure you can get at anything.
Good way. Yep. Gotta go.
Hard, girl.
Gotta go. Jet. No. Nice wait.
Probably didn't want it there. It looks good, but now you can freeze.
No, you've actually now made that guard better.
Yeah,
Because
that's right.
you
Yes.
threw them one to freeze down to.
Yeah, the only time that guard's a problem is when there's a freeze made.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it caught them off guard that it was actually curling, because I think the plan was to roll away a little bit or even nose. Blank's good for Canada this end. They don't even need to score. Take hammer into 6,
Line's
up
good.
a couple.
Top 4. Line's good.
It's good. Yep. T. Line's good. T. Line's good. Always Scott's. Scott. Yep.
It'll go here.
Hard line.
Hard is moving. Hard, you gotta go.
Hard, guys.
You gotta get it here. Hard, guys.
They lost it. It's getting a little smudgy down the center.
Already, though.
Yeah, true.
You know, I mean, we're only in the 5th.
Slide good. Yeah. It's probably. Yeah, I feel like it grabbed right on the Calgary sign.
All those
Inwards,
practice
nice,
rocks.
well.
It's about 4.5 ends of practice rocks that both teams play. A lot of them swept vigorously all to the center, and they just wear out that area.
Back 12, enough to really push it behind this.
A lot harder to make with the out, I think.
Key is we want to keep our shooter there.
Yeah.
We mentioned it
Probably not
at
to be
the
able to
Scotties,
kill it.
but I'd love to see them play the draw to the button over to the edge of the eights. Draw to the
that
edge of the
idea.
eight. It's the same thing.
I love that idea. And too many teams are making the draw to the button too well. That would be a different look. And
Well, you could remember when we were doing the skills competition.
Yeah.
At the Continental Cup.
Right.
And they basically had, for all intents and purposes, pennies or dollars in the ice, and that was your mark, and you had to play. That was to place the stones.
You'll see them for the mixed doubles with the dots.
Right. You could do that dots all over, and today we're playing to this dot and
you're right.
that dot.
Why not?
even go as far as what about a hit and roll?
It's all about saving the pebble. You want to be able to draw that 4 foot like Dunstone did last night in the 10th end and not worry about it in the first.
All right, let's drop in here, fifth end, Ontario against Newfoundland Labrador. Final stone, John Epping.
And John Epping in a little bit of trouble this end after being 4 up. Greg Smith hit on his final stone. They lie 3. This is the double.
1, 2, come across, push it far enough, and that will do. So Ontario will pick up one more. And they will go to the break up by 5.
Yeah, it was.
It's funny, we've only really seen John that first game where they just look bad.
Mm-hmm.
They're
rolling now.
Yeah.
I think if we you know, I think overcurl's great, but I still want, well, you know, we don't need to be shot on this one.
Yep.
Right? Just need to put it in a good spot.
Yep.
Mark Nichols didn't come up enough. They wanted to sit there, so they leave an opportunity for Scott to make this better. Just freeze down on top. They've got a guard.
Paul's kind of jumped about the hog line. A wee bit more rotation here.
I think you're going.
See?
You're
Line's
going.
good.
Hard,
See?
Scott.
Line's good.
Hard,
Yep,
Scott.
hard line. Wait, good. Yes.
Scott, go.
Hard line, yep. Gotta get, yep, little bump, little bump.
Whoa, whoa. Yes.
Yep, yep.
Gonna lose line if they get off it.
Okay. And they tap it back far enough that it appears that the redstone is shot. It's really close.
Scott.
Thanks. Good brush.
Okay, Kathy, the other side we go now. Here at Winsport, it's Quebec against Saskatchewan. Final stone for Mike Fournier.
And this was a pretty open end until on his first stone, Mike Fournier made a wonderful hit and roll buried underneath a Saskatchewan stone. Matt tried to play the run back and missed it across the top. And so this is a draw for 2 to tie.
Oh. We opened with a blank. And so we have we got a single, we got a 3, a 4, and now a possible deuce. So we got a straight going.
Good bounce back.
And there it is.
Yeah, good job. That was a really
for
good
2.
half game, guys, except for
Wow, 5-5 going to the break.
Nice comeback after dropping a 4.
Oh, gosh.
Chance at a double here.
Yeah, they just bumped it too far.
Oh, Red! Hard.
Oh,
Hard!
gosh.
You don't want to hit the
What do you
wall.
got? 2? Yes, you do. Now, where's that going to go? Is that going to spill 2? Yes, sure. That's 2 they weren't able to save.
Shit. Sorry, guys. That was a terrible line call.
In tight enough that it took the curl, and Brad thought with peel weight it wouldn't. Yeah, I don't blame him.
That's where Mark's overcurled and caused this end to kind of come about where he rolled behind the button.
The curl. What's that?
You got that, the curl?
Yeah. Yeah. Shoot.
Now, when he says you got that to curl, Russ, is it all ice or did Brad get it going?
Not sure. It's one of two things. He's either being polite, saying you know maybe the ice made it curl there, or he's also saying you had to be a little soft on the release. Might have been a bit of both. Just maybe not Brad's normal release in a spot that does curl.
Took a hair off
Final stone, Nova Scotia.
Heavy.
Scott McDonald.
A little more.
Oh, it's wider too.
Whoa, whoa.
It's all there.
Wider means quicker.
And they've both just backed away. Zachary, trouble.
Oh, Scott.
Yep.
Now you heard that, eh? Oh, Scott.
Go ahead. Give me as much space as you can. Hey, Scott.
And it will go all the way through.
Right there.
It's been heavy. It's been a consistent theme except for his one draw, just heavy.
Yeah, his,
the first one, Nova Scotia threw where the broom was about there. The second one, the broom was about there. Now, it was heavy out of his hand. I'm not making an excuse, but there's 2 different speeds there.
Button speed.
The inside speed's about 13 3/4. The outside speed's about 14 1/2.
Yes.
talking maybe 6 feet difference. I think he was heavy either way, actually, but the line didn't help him.
Nunavut picks up a single. They are up going to the break. McDonald was only at 50% for his draws prior to that one.
Back 4, eh?
And now he's worried here a little bit out of his hand, Brad Gushue.
Doesn't fudge, but
14-1. As long as it's not 13-6, it's good. Chop. Okay. Speedy there, though.
The back 8, yeah. Quick, says Brett Gallant. So Canada gets a couple before the break, up now, 7-3.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you in part by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada, by Scotties, Sponge Towels, Purex and Cashmere, proud sponsors of Canadian curling for 40 years, by Home Hardware, here's how, and by Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app.
The Nova Scotia team from the Halifax Curling Club with Scott McDonald handling the skipping duties for Jamie Murphy. At the 5th end break, they find themselves down by 4.
Well, it's really, I talked about Gushue in the opening. They really have to stick to the plan, and they do. I mean, they convert every time they've had hammer. They've put a 2 or more on the board. You look at that call that they made in end number 3 to open it up, make sure that Gushue had a shot for his 3, it ended up being. And great bounce back, though, by Fleming in the 4th end with that triple. But look at the difference. Brad Gushue, 88. Scott McDonald at 63. Brad's getting a lot of support up front from the other 3.
And McDonald's numbers still, his draw weight is really hurting him at 50%. The numbers after 5 are brought to you by AGI, Equipment and Technology Solutions for Agriculture. So it is Nova Scotia playing for Tim Horton Tankard against Newfoundland or Team Canada.
Whoa! Right!
Be close.
Whoa! Whoa!
You got this? Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. There it goes.
Final stone here in 10, down by 1. Get the yellows moving. Bang him. Score that yellow. How far? What a win for Wayne Madoff.
Line's pretty
Scott
good.
McDonald.
Didn't add very much.
Oh, shot.
Fleming calling line.
Let me in.
Oh, come on. Really? Hey, really? Wow.
How good is that?
James Grattan as they play in 6.
This is the attempted double in the crotch for 4.
Wow, look at that. Oh, goodness. The team from Oramucto. As they put 4 on the board.
Big backswing here and let her go.
There you go. Come over and up. Oh, and goodness gracious.
There's no one here. I feel the need to clap.
Yeah, that just may be the shot of the event so far. Greg Smith from Newfoundland and Labrador. So the 2 pools, of course, of 9. You pay 8. Take your record with you. Yeah, there's some surprises so far, sure. Is it New Brunswick, James Grattan a surprise? I think you'd have to say so. And maybe on the other side, the fact that Quebec showing again. When you think about Saint Georges and how well she did at the Scotties, Quebec with 2 impressive performances so far. And this afternoon, this Tuesday afternoon, is all about Pool B. The only team that is not playing is the undefeated Kevin Cooey at 5-0. Our featured game, Nova Scotia against Team Canada, and Nova Scotia, as we pick up play here in 6, down by 4. They do have last rock. They have the hammer, playing the Redstone.
It's a slippery sport, isn't it? We just saw it on the highlight reel. The best draw I've seen this week was that draw by Scott McDonald in the 9th end. We just showed it. He came around a rock on the button to outdraw the rock on the button.
was incredible.
And today you can't find it.
No, it was really telling to me, Russ. You go all the way back to the first end when he had a chance to draw and he tried to play the hit.
Yeah, and I criticized him for that, but maybe he knew right off the bat he just wasn't feeling it.
No, and so you try to give yourself the best chance and hope you're going to get it, and he just doesn't feel it.
Top 4.
Needs a curl if anything.
It's good.
Needs to slow down a little, I think.
Okay.
So would you change your game a little bit if that never happened to you, probably?
Oh yeah, no, it's happened. And it's just if you can't draw, you're in tough. It's just when you're not feeling it, and sure, if the other guy figures it out that you don't feel draw weight, then they make it pretty.
That's the worst part.
Yeah. I made that comment to Matt Dunstone the other day. I said, I mean, you've always been a brilliant hitter, but your draw game, and he said, you know, and Chelsea Carey said it, and Scotty's, if you can't draw, you can't skip, you can't win.
Not a chance.
So in these skips, if there's any weakness, they're working on that.
It's good. To your broom.
Especially with the 5 rock roll, especially with this much curl. You can't run and hide if you can't draw.
Yep. Let's get it right over. Nice pair, Phil.
2 good ones there.
And you know, the other part with that, Russ, is that you typically are with your team, and so if Scott's struggling with draw weight, your team knows what to tell you. They say, you know, you're just kicking too hard, or you're adding with extension. This is a brand new team. They don't really know how to help Scott.
That's so true.
Brett Gallant.
Took 12. Hurt. Have a look. Hard for line. It's close. Gotta go
Jeff
for that.
Walker on the left.
Right to my broom. Line's good.
Mark
Line's
Nichols.
good. Right to my broom, guys. Clean it.
That's great.
Whoa.
Slide well now once it gets off that path.
Whoa. Ah, shoot. Too far. Okay.
It's a tough shot too, because down the middle for the first 2/3 of that rock traveled, it's a wee bit slower. Once it takes the break, it'll glide forever. It's hard for the brushes to be really precise.
Well, and it's a risky call. I mean, we see it more often now where teams try to choke off that come around the corner, but as we just see, you slide a little bit deep, and you've opened up an opportunity for the team with hammer.
Yeah, I agree. We always had a rule, don't draw around corner guard without hammer.
Yep.
See how it works out for Brad.
Yep. Line's good. Line only.
It's fine.
Room. Whoa.
It's fine.
Go. We're a little heavy.
Whoa, then. Whoa.
How's the weight? A little heavy. Whoa, then. A little bounce. Whoa. Little bounce.
No.
Little bounce.
Get over there. Just let it work.
That stops there. How does Gushue get it out?
Nose. Little under it is good. That's probably best.
Oh, a little in.
Half weight.
Yeah. How much do you have of it?
Half.
Okay, like just hack should be more than enough.
Just hack?
Yeah, enough to kill it.
It's enough to kill it.
Small half.
How does that look?
Gotta be close.
Weight's good. Plenty of weight.
A little heavy.
Plenty of weight.
Sweet.
Whoa. Mark, keep going.
And to the nose and sit there. So lots of yellow, but it is Nova Scotia that does have the last rock.
Okay. Roll a rock.
Kind of weight, Scott?
It's back 12.
That was back, like just back T, right? Yep. Back yeah.
Tough shot, because if you roll, they're saying roll 12 inches. If you roll 13 inches, you're not closer than that corner one.
Well, we saw Quebec score 2 in the 5th to tie, so here we go in the 6th. And sitting the 1, looking for a couple is Dunstone.
An opportunity back for Matt. Mike Fournier tried a double on his final stone, just missed the second stone across the top, but rolled out. So just needs paint.
The open draw, and perfect on his draw so far, has thrown 3 of them and is 100%. Is Matt Dunstone, Saskatchewan, out of the Wadena Remax Curling Club, north of Regina. Many people have already talked about the fact looking for the first win for Saskatchewan since Rick Folk back in 1980.
Off. Slots away. Same as Brett.
Hey,
Same as Brett. No, wait.
Back 4. That looks okay. Heavy tickle. You're good. 14-8. Good judge, guys. Good job. Attaboy, Sheriff.
Beauty, buddy.
And 2 it is.
What? It's getting right.
Great hand, boys.
Great job, guys.
On the knuck. Great hand.
Great
job, boys. Beauty shot there, Braden.
Great job, Braden. Good weight.
Scott Zachary just made a great. You talked about if you rolled that extra inch, it's bad, but he was perfect. Tapped the yellow back and caused an error by Mark Nichols.
Just a perfect spot, wasn't it?
It was.
Just to the back 12 weight, ball.
Didn't get by the top guard
Top
by
one by about that.
Yeah.
Hit right on the nose.
Okay.
What turn? Close.
Back 12.
Clean. Whoa.
Just back 12. Back,
whoa.
back line.
Whoa.
Just through.
Whoa.
Hack.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Goes through. Yep.
Yep.
Hard.
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 Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Great shot, Paul.
Oh, fantastic shot.
Good throw.
Sets up a bit of a yellow wall there.
You know, we often talk, and we both often talk about, you don't necessarily have to remove the stones as long as you team with hammer. Nova Scotia has the path. You can junk it up all you want back there.
You can. It only helps the team with hammer. Just rearrange. Love that weight call.
What do you think I was? Just through, probably.
Trying to thin double, I think, with peel weight.
I would say yes.
Whoa. Whoa. Brett. Hard, Brett. Hard.
What?
Good
Oh.
shot.
Nice Mark.
What wall?
That's one way of
Good
avoiding the
shot.
wall.
That's so good. There's only one, but you hit that thicker, you're leaving 2 reds in play. You hit it thinner, you leave 1.
First one was
Found
harder
the
than I
space
thought.
in
Yeah, it was
the
a
picket fence.
No, I mean, in difficulty as well. Like
It was a little hard.
where I got to it,
Yeah.
I thought I'd get by.
Amazing thing with Nichols, too, Cheryl, is he'll make a shot like that,
good.
and he's already talking to Brad about the ice, the next shot, the strategy. Like, it's just lets it go.
Yeah. There's no high five and there's no anything.
Yeah.
You called it, I made it.
Hard. Even moving. Hard. Okay, line's good.
Hard line.
Hard. Hard. Whoa, 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 whoa.
There. Really came down. Okay. It's good. Good judge. Throw, Paul. Yeah.
Just miss it?
Yeah, either that or nose.
Yeah, I like the nose as well. Because then it's probably never scoring.
Yeah. Well, we make the double and get it out. It never scores either.
Good point.
Okay, let's try. Intern.
Okay. So we're playing to miss it, right? Like
Just miss it. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. There is.
Come on, go out.
Yeah.
Another one of these calls from a veteran skip. That's the one way to get it out.
Be aware of it. Out of the 8 foot.
Here's the other way.
Okay, thanks.
Actually miss it. Then that rock goes just like that,
Straight sideways.
which is easier than the first one I drew up.
Yeah, Mark talked about just playing the, soft weight nose.
Yeah, that's true.
Said it wouldn't go on the scoreboard, and Brad said, well, if I make this go away, it won't go on the scoreboard either. So 2 ways to do it.
Relax, Brett.
Yep. Whoa.
Extra.
Whoa. Go ahead, Brett.
Brett, go ahead.
Curl. It's gonna curl. Go ahead. You're good.
Be okay.
Good. Shot.
Knowing the angles, it makes such a difference.
Shot.
Shot.
Thanks.
2 really good throws, one by Brad, one by Mark.
Thought we overdid it. Sweeping for a sec there.
His team looks very sharp. This is such a key game. You win this one, the next 3, they're definitely the favorite. And all 3 of them.
Same with his last time.
Yep.
do the same thing. Paul to just tap the shot rock a couple of inches and set up a wall.
It's good. Back 8. Whoa. Close. Line's good. Back 12. Whoa. Back 8. Line's good.
Yep.
Back 8.
Yes.
Yep. Whoa. Back 12. Phil.
Dead on's perfect because the back one will squirt to the right.
Hard. Really hard.
Kroll taking it down. Will it hang there? And it does stay on the corner. As over we go now to Newfoundland Labrador against Ontario.
Well, it is that red stone that is shot belonging to Newfoundland Labrador. John Epping picked out another stone of theirs in the 4-foot and rolled out. The challenge is, how do you get second shot? The only way is through a really tiny port and has to stop full 4 in order to score 2.
It's got a curl.
Line's good.
No, it's not. Hard, Alex. Got a curl. Oh, close. Evan. Hard. Put it on the tee. Go hard.
Okay, it's fine, guys.
I had the line right. Good try.
Just the one.
Yeah, just trying to figure it out is Greg Smith. Make it go away, and there they are, sitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Might have touched this. I don't know. Yeah, it might have.
I think it was probably just gonna glance that, touch just a hair, and then go.
Okay,
but
you guys, it hit my foot, so
if we move that one, I'm fine with that. That's not making a difference.
Okay, sure.
Prince Edward Island.
This is my backing rock, anyways.
You just made it harder for yourself.
Yeah.
That's right.
Just lined them up.
Exactly.
What are you doing, Scott?
Got my heel. I was going to.
2 honest. Yeah. Drop her on the tee.
Yep.
So Brad hammers this when the yellow goes over, hits Mark's heel, which would have probably ticked that one and gone right out.
Just give you a 6 or 8.
The discussion came, what do we do with that back one? And Nova Scotia decided to take it off, which might help them in this situation.
No, it's a draw against 4. And was in error. It was a steal of 1 for PEI, and they're up 4-3. First time.
I took a hair off.
I'm trying not to laugh really loud.
Take a look.
And
Take a look.
Some pressure right now.
Take a look.
So you're out there. When does it
Line's
start to
good.
carve?
Kind of gets to the middle of the 4-foot line. Weight looks really nice, so it's starting to go to, you can see it now.
Still not light.
Might have wanted that rock.
Added that. He's had the heavies. So.
Shot, Scott.
Wow. Wow. You can breathe again. Nova Scotia. That stone stops just in time for the single, but it's Team Canada that leads 7-4.
Yep.
As we welcome you back on this Tuesday afternoon, our continuing coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier. This is the pool play. This is the B pool. Kevin Cooey having the afternoon off out of the Glencoe Club right here in Calgary. He is undefeated so far, 5 straight wins. One stone already at the bumpers. That's Team Canada. Now they lined up centers from Nova Scotia. Jeff Walker.
Top 8. Top 8. Weight's good. Mine's good. Play the weight. Lots of room.
A couple choices here. When you don't make the tick, then you change gears and play the come around, knowing that there's a fairly easy double for this caliber of team later on.
Hard.
I kind of like that play.
I do too.
You try the tick again, you don't make it good. There might be 3 rocks out there.
And the tick, sometimes we've seen it. It comes with wrist. You tick and you only roll a little, and now the draw path is taken away for the team with hammer.
Jeff had a tick earlier in the game in the second end, and he ticked the Nova Scotia rock right to the button.
Those are not good ticks. Skip doesn't like that much.
I like it. Weight's
Back
good.
4.
Top 4. Weight's good.
Back
He wants
4.
it back. We're
4,
there.
guys. Okay.
Still got room.
Lots of line right now, guys.
Line's getting better.
Line's great.
Okay.
Yep.
Right on the weight.
It's been way less strategy discussions. So like this Nova Scotia team's starting to figure it out. They've run up against a very hot Team Canada, but they're not having as many discussions. They haven't wasted as much time. They seem to start being, they're on the same page.
Yeah, they're down 3, but they're a way more cohesive unit than yesterday.
Now, there isn't as much chatting. You know, sometimes the chat.
This is my rock, not yours. Okay.
The amount of talking, discussion is the game itself, true?
Center is pretty close.
Yes, yeah. You just sometimes have to figure out the angles in the line, but I think with them it was more, how are you seeing the game, Scott, and how are you seeing the game, Paul, and can we kind of merge the two?
Hard!
1-2.
Oh.
Yeah, and does get the one off the forefoot. My goodness. Brett Gallant.
He's pretty amazing with that. The big weight shots. We watched that in the game against Cooey. Made a few of those.
2 triples in that game. 90% for the week. Was he today? 92.
Line's good.
Tight. Line's good.
Bill.
Coming down.
Yep, you gotta go. Yep, you gotta go.
Yeah, keep it going, guys.
I'll take it at the hog.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Yep, tuck it. Keep it going, hard.
Keep going.
Hard, Scott.
That's good.
Okay,
Good. Good spot.
Throw, Scotty. Sweet.
Scott coming all the way out to the free guard zone. That's not even part of his union to give a hand sweeping.
Everybody's going to have to start doing that. He's put a lot of pressure on Skips.
So, yeah.
Whoa, Jeff. Whoa. Shooter. Good shot.
Very nice again. Wow.
You couldn't set those double centers up much better. Maybe a little bit more separation, but the angle's not there. They're straight in line.
Very nice.
Shots.
Yeah.
Feeling it.
Very nice.
Thanks.
Good pair.
I read a story with Brad. I mentioned the other night he was like 140 pounds when I curled against him, and he moved to change provinces. He could have gone to Brier every single year with a nice team too, a young team that was getting better all the time, and made the move to go with Brad. Who wouldn't? But he transformed his body, his release, his brushing, his judgment. He was a skip his whole life. Now he's one of the best judges that'll ever play the game.
Line's good. Light's good.
Yep.
Top 12.
Yep.
Top 12.
And obviously
Top 8.
totally committed.
Yes.
Keep going. Hard. I got it by the guard.
Whoa.
Coming open.
Whoa.
It's okay.
Good.
Fine.
Okay. How much do you see of that?
Good half.
Maybe next to it.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
15-2.
I don't know if we want to be there, but the other option, Mark, is the lob one over here.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay.
That's probably better.
That's way better. You got a tighter guard there.
I think so.
Yeah, this is the track that I threw the hack waiter down, right? Like
it'll slide good, I think,
slide
especially at the end.
Okay.
Might be getting a bit slower here. They were saying it's really quick here, and it still could be, but
Looked a little soft to me. Line's up.
You heard
Line's a little tight.
someone say a little soft.
Top 8, top 4.
Probably the release.
And they're always aware. They watch release. They watch speed coming out of the hack. That can make a difference on getting something as a biter and not getting it to the rings.
It's curling.
Let's try.
Just short, T. Sit, baby.
Coming out the other side.
One of these teams looking to win their first, Kathy. PEI up by 1. Final stone on the way. This is Peter Mackey from the Iqaluit Curling Club.
Well, Eddie McKenzie was hitting to lie 2, actually grazed the top stone, but the redirect made it stick around, looking for the nose.
Oh, and he will sit right there to tie it.
100.
So let's revisit what you both were saying prior to the game in your keys, and we'll start with Russ. You said the Nova Scotia was a skip's choice and then shrink the scoring area. How right have you been?
Well, it's been the skip's choice. I think they've handled the skipping duties so much better than last night. It was like you're in a courtroom there for a while. But Scott's just missed a couple of key draws. Two of them have really cost him. And when they don't have hammer, they've been able to shrink the scoring area a little bit. But Brad won't let you. When you've got Brett Gallant making those doubles and triples, you can't shrink anything. He just opens it up to trying.
No bounce.
Paul Fleming.
No bounce. Line's good. No bounce. Whoa.
Line's good.
Watch this rock.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Line's good.
Whoa. Scott.
Trying to get right up to the corner. They hold it? Yeah, they did.
Oh,
very nice, Paul Fleming.
What a nice game from Paul. He's just made some brilliant shots.
Well, in tough, you've got Brett Gallant at 93% pushing you.
Good
You've
call.
got Mark Nichols at 88%.
Such a high guard.
You're in tough. He's made some brilliant.
I mean, at the very least, find a way to force. So if we can.
That's where percentages don't mean a thing. Like that
Probably throw
Paul
the same
Fleming's
weight.
at 75. That's the best 75 I've seen in my life.
Back 4, which would be a few more.
Okay.
He's had some tough ones.
You guys didn't touch that.
Cheryl, you were saying prior to the game for Canada, stick to the plan and on the soft side. What did you mean?
Yeah, stick to the plan, which is what we really saw in that end number 3 when Brad Gushue opened it up. He has a game plan, he sticks to it, and he opened it up, and they got their 3 that end. And soft side, I think I saw it. This is one of the things that Team Gushue talked about, is that they've brought all their hit weights down by a half sec to a second because of these brushers that they have. And Brad made that soft hit and roll in end number 2.
Just like
got
this
the
one.
force.
Just like that.
Almost
Really nice.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
Roll off a little too much, or doesn't matter?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm right behind it. They might be able to get to the nose, but it's risky.
All right, Smith and Epping again. Newfoundland and Labrador against Ontario.
Well, that long guard you see in front of the house, that's the final stone by Greg Smith trying to protect the shot. John Epping thinks that it's long enough that he can play that out turn quietly enough to tap it back for 2.
It's close to the first end or not that fast at all? Not quite, but for 2, okay.
Right away. Epping and the team from the Leaside Curling Club in Toronto. Matt Cam staying with him. Brent Lang is on the left. Ryan Fry's calling line. Here comes that guard.
Buddy.
Oh, boy.
What a brush. Yeah, good sweeping indeed. Matt Cam.
Didn't set that.
When your skip hates it out of his hand and you still make it. Nice brushing.
Real close. Yep.
Yes, you're fine.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Hard.
Whoa.
Really close.
Yes.
Whoa.
Phil.
Phil.
Hard, Phil.
Crowell, did you get to the nose? Gosh, you did.
So good.
Is that ever nice?
Boy, we've seen some wonderful shots here.
Nice shot, Scott. Nice shot, Scotty.
Thanks. Good brush, guys.
Great weight, bud.
Thanks.
Missed the guard by a fair bit. How much can I hit of that with a board weight?
I don't think you can remove it.
You can get probably 3/4, maybe 7/8 with board.
He has to get to the nose.
You got a big half.
It's not worth it.
Have a look at it when you get down there, but.
It's the other thing Brad's really improved at. When I played with him way back when, he'd take that shot on, trying to make a shot that's almost not there.
Tungstone, Saskatchewan, Fournier, Quebec. Well, they've done their job. Now what does Quebec have to do?
Well, he's trying to play the thin double and keep his shooter around for 2. Just move them out of the 4-foot.
Control. Close.
Quebec out of the Glenmore, the Etchemin, and the Valleyfield curling clubs.
Hard, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Come on. Come on.
Oh, did he move them? Oh, and where would it spill, gentlemen? Thank you. And 1 yellow it is, it looks like.
I agree.
Thank you.
Nice shots, man.
Oh, back 8 on zone. Yeah, be ready to go.
Heavy, back 12 even.
Lots of room
Can't
right
go at
now.
all. It's got to.
Trying to go around it all.
French.
14.
Yeah, it's really heavy.
Slide pass right there might help him.
Sit down.
Slow it down for us.
Keep it going.
And the late licks will take it a little too far. So those two stones around the 8 foot.
I got that one because I didn't
At around 10, 11 o'clock.
Yeah. Even if 410.
Like
Nova Scotia sitting
I
too.
don't think he's going to navigate that whole.
Well, you know.
I agree, but if anything, maybe.
I think we almost. I think we want to be on this. Well, you know. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because, right? If we leave him this path, he's playing here
with that guard there, right?
So right here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you got her.
Okay. So I just think about the room for a second.
Yep.
Like edge of 12.
Yeah.
Almost edge of 12.
Yeah. Top 8.
You know what Scott's doing when he said, let me think about the broom for a minute? He's trying to remember a couple shots, couple paths. He had a draw down there. You want that confidence.
Did you see Fleming, though? No. Just went about 2 feet behind him.
Yeah.
Just let him alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've obviously talked about it, working on it. And they're a little, I think they're a little excited. They see the potential here.
They do. I mean,
Make
Scott.
it a real force. That's what they're trying to do, right?
You're right. And Scott made such a great shot on his first, and it created an opportunity.
This path will be pretty
Maybe left side of center line, Cheryl.
Yeah.
Top 12-ish. And Brad, what path does he have?
The yellow's in the way on the right.
Scott early, if you can.
Just top 8.
Scott McDonald, his last.
Top 8 only.
Don't go deep here. You're letting him off the hook.
Top 4.
Whoa.
Coming down.
Whoa.
Really coming down. Okay, that's what we want. I'd rather full 12 than full 8. Easy.
Phil, if you
Fill
can.
in. Fill your in.
Phil.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Nice.
How good is that?
Shot.
Yeah, pretty good.
Man, that came down hard.
They wanted it over here
Yeah,
farther,
yeah.
but really nice shot.
We didn't miss that by very much with this one.
Okay.
Hack.
Yeah, that's a great spot. Took it.
I thought he might play the same shot he just threw.
Intern.
Yeah, you can come to the back one if he's really unlucky or tick that one, but this is not wrong either.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be further than that coming, yeah.
Yeah, that really came down. Scott's, even Mark's talking about it.
What do you think of that ice?
Yeah, they wanted a hair deeper to tighten this up a bit, but
I think you're going to get to half of that.
Well, we want to hit half, yeah. It's not too, is it enough, I should say.
Yeah, I think so. I like it.
Do you agree, Brett?
Yep.
Hack weight?
in the back of Brad's mind, you don't want to think of two shots,
A
but
little bit more.
just killing one of these reds, even if he rolls too far, gets up a steal of one, he's still got wonderful control of the game.
Love that communication, Gushue with Jeff Walker
heavy.
first.
Heavy hack.
Do you agree, Brett?
Yep. Lean.
Here,
Go
let's
hard.
Go. All right.
Lean. Yes. Close. Hard. Oh.
It's against
Heavy
three
hack.
here.
Hard. Whoa. Heavy hack. Yep. Yep.
Get it by the guard, yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Now, need to get that little roll inside and roll it in a little more. And how nice. Very nice. So, facing three, they get the single, and Nova Scotia does what they do. First time in the game, Team Canada held to a single. That's our feature on our coverage on this Tuesday afternoon from the Tim Hortons Brier in the bubble of Calgary and our season of champions.
A few years back, Brad Gushue's not playing that shot, Cheryl. But now with directional brushing, with the two horses he's got on the front end, that was a wonderful weight choice and brilliant execution.
Good.
Shot.
Yeah, they seem so confident in that style of weight, and
that wasn't easy.
how do you're a little wide and you get one, Brett to jump on it, get a little curl, you're a little tight, you get Jeff to jump on it and hold it. It's pretty amazing. I think the weight control is probably the biggest thing. Don't overthrow it. Take the brushers out of it.
And you've just got that more room for error left and right because of the directional brushing and the fitness level of these front ends.
Pretty pure, actually. Pretty pure.
Don't see that very often. Where Jeff Walker is being out curled considerably by Phil Kroll.
No kidding.
So finish. I think we're there.
Line's good.
Room. Line only. We're there.
Okay, whoa.
Might be T.
Okay. Okay.
Back 4.
Line's still good.
Line's good. Back 8.
Line's
Back
good.
4. Back 4. On its own.
Stay close, Phil.
Whoa, Phil.
No,
Still deep.
Line's good. Line's
Whoa,
good.
Phil.
Line's good.
Might over curl because it's so quick
just let
here.
it sit. Let it sit.
Okay.
It's good, Scott.
Okay, good throw.
Got the whole thing if you're, well. Okay. This is
Did
mine,
overcurl.
got.
Another good game by this man, Brett Gallant. Look at the hit percentage.
Yeah, they haven't been wide open hits either. He's made run backs and doubles,
Clean it all the way.
triples.
Clean it all the way is all I heard.
Replace it.
Last thing we need is like a feather ticker in the guard. So. What? Stop 4, Mike. Oh. Should do that first time.
Okay.
Half
Line's good. Little tighter.
Yeah, keep it out there.
Heavy clean.
How's the weight, guys? Over curling a bit.
Yep.
Over curling a bit.
Bring it.
Whoa.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Whoa.
Yeah, keep going.
Yep, yep.
It's too high. It's useless.
Okay.
Just let him chase for 1 or 2 more.
Okay. Sure. Good sweet.
Shot, Scott.
Just the front, Mark.
It's
little tight on you
basically
there,
a
Wade?
delayed tactic here to keep Nichols busy. And maybe that many less double opportunities for Team Canada.
Clean. Yeah. Clean. Yep.
Good.
Clean.
Shot.
Nice throw. The beast. Thank you. What do you want, Paul? 5.
The nose is probably not bad, or the roll, a long roll left, so it's flat.
Yes, there's room, isn't there?
Try to make any double for Canada tough.
Tight.
Line's good. A little wider than Scott's.
Tight. Halfway.
Okay.
Gonna throw one more
Always
guard.
Scott. You gotta
Always
finish
Scott.
it.
Always Scott.
Would Brad change
Yeah,
gears?
Bring it.
He
yep.
might.
Just Scott and go the whole way.
Yep.
Yep.
Go now, bud.
Yep. Just keep going. Just keep going. Just
I
keep
think
going.
they know
keep
the
going.
risk with you play that hit, you
Okay, okay.
have to roll to a perfect spot.
Good. Good shot, Paul.
Back one's wide open.
Brett, something came off somebody. Oh, 8 foot.
Normal?
Yep. It looks like normal.
Yeah, something.
Thanks.
Something came off somebody. One of the front end players for Nova Scotia, so they quickly cleaned up the center line and ready to go again. Mark Nichols.
Whoa, it's good.
Normal?
Chasing the back one now.
Red. Jeff, go. Go, 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 go. Roll it, Brett. Roll it, Brett. Roll it. Okay.
I actually wanted to roll out
Probably,
there.
what were we looking for? Solid normal?
It's just normal.
Probably
Pretty
solid.
hard.
Hard? I think
Probably
it
a little
was,
big.
yeah. I mean, a little bit.
Whoa.
Don't mind it.
Teeth. Yep.
Teeth.
Whoa.
Top
Line,
8.
line's
Top 8.
okay.
Top
Whoa.
8.
Whoa.
Line's good.
Whoa. Whoa.
Top 8.
Line's
Top
good.
8.
Yep. Hard fill.
Top 4.
Hard fill. Yep. Just bring it back. Yep. Scott. Yep. Finish it in there.
Good sweep, guys. It's good. Shot, bud.
boy.
Good game, guys, and good luck this week.
Well, that's it. A concession
Thank you for teaching me how to curl.
has Greg Smith.
You probably could have done a better job.
And Ontario will pick up the win. 9-4 is the final. And so Epping and the team from the Lee's Side Curling Club in Toronto increased their record to 4-1 and 1-5 now for Newfoundland and Labrador.
4 in a row for Epping.
Yep. Yeah, we saw him the first night. Didn't look very comfortable.
No.
And they've just quietly been winning.
You know.
Great shot by Paul Fleming.
Had a great game. He made that triple. He made a couple little tap freezes, a couple great freezes. Come around here.
I like that. You're right.
Yes.
You're right.
Usually.
Yep.
Yep.
Clean. Close.
Yep.
Yep.
Close.
Oh.
Yes.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa.
Run it back and spill it.
Oh, boy.
Sure does.
Great line call.
Just enough. Shot. You could nose it and make it too.
Shot.
Yeah.
They're looking good again and maybe more importantly comfortable.
Thinking that we had the hammer.
Yeah, Gushue looking very good
Roll
here.
the center and they could hit and roll behind.
The smile will
Mine finished
tell
good.
you everything you need to know. The player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Did Brett say he thought they had the hammer?
Did you hear that? I wasn't going to throw him under the bus.
Oh, okay. Well, I just did. Sorry.
He did, does.
Front enders.
From the guy who pays so much attention to every piece of the game. That was pretty good. We've all done it.
Yeah.
Same way
The other mistake is he didn't realize his mic was on.
It's okay if he forgets. It's when the skip forgets.
Yeah, that's
big problems.
Killed it just a hair.
Keep it out there.
Yeah, you can go.
Which means what, Cheryl?
got
When
it
you
out there.
killed it
You gotta
just a
go.
hair.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
think he
weight.
just
You gotta
didn't
go.
add that weight to it.
Gotta go.
And so then they got to go hard on it.
Gotta go.
All you got, bud.
which gets it into that middle spot, which accentuates the curl.
Hit the ass end of it.
Oh.
Sit.
Sit.
Could be open.
All that sweeping for it to go open. What's that? Okay, Scott. Yeah, just Scott. Good sweep.
You get fined for saying ass.
The other option, if you hit it, you might spin up into
I was going to say something else in response to that.
Yeah, it almost always. You might keep spinning.
Just get rid of
though.
it. Yeah. Not too concerned about what happens with the shooter, but if we can stick it on the yellow, it would be ideal.
Weight are you throwing?
I'm just going to throw peel. Just an easy peel. Yeah. Little last mark.
Peel.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
All right. Whoa. Whoa now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good. Get over.
And just get rid of it.
Good. Nice shot.
Well, Prince Edward Island and Eddie McKenzie out of the Montague and Crapeau curling clubs picks up 3.
We got to try to blank and get
Both
3.
of these teams, Nunavut, PEI, looking for their first win.
Interesting. He wants the blank.
Try to play the double and blank.
Okay.
Yeah, I like I mean, getting one and the
Probably
game's over.
right with the score the way it is.
Yeah, and you hate to say this too, but
Essentially.
you know, if you miss this, they might be a little happy too and get some rest.
We're real close to jamming on that side right if we're close.
You know, it's a coming back even with the blank. You know, what do you have? You have to get 3 and make this unbelievable shot to start with. 3 and 9, steal 10, steal 11.
A tough ask.
Close. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Bill. Bill.
Close.
1 coming across. Gonna pack.
Get
Yeah,
out.
he does.
Get out.
Oh, it just comes. It nearly ricocheted off that stone, that little catcher, and came back.
Really good.
He just sees things.
And they will get their blank here in 8. Still down by 4. Gushue leads it. Jeff Walker throwing the lead stones for the reigning Canadian champions out of the Valley Haley Golf and Curling Club, the Remax Center in St. John's. Team Canada skipped by Brad Gushue. Really nice shot by Scott McDonald in Nova Scotia to get the blank. So here we go to the 9th, and once again Nova Scotia will have the last rock. They have the hammer.
Is that good, Phil?
That's how
Yeah, exactly.
we look at it.
Yeah. Right.
The pole camera, the boom camera. Very nice. Great views.
Well, Scott McDonald thought this was his only chance, was to get the hammer back. He's still got a tough road ahead, but that was a spectacular double and blank he made.
He got a little fortunate too, right? Bouncing off his own and just it ricocheted and stayed out. Yeah.
What a shot, though. And a triple last night to win the game against Quebec.
It's a little deeper than that one.
Yeah, he had it, eh?
Yeah, he must have.
Okay.
Sit.
Okay, that's fine.
Good shot.
Good shot.
And the best part is that they have more time on the clock than Gushue, so they fixed that issue.
Top 12.
This is yours.
What's that?
Yeah, the only real problem for Nova Scotia is they picked the wrong team to play. And a solid effort from everybody for Team Gushue. Jeff's numbers are down a bit, but he's had some tough shots. The other three, 93, 91, 88.
Top 12.
Top 12. All there, Mark. All there.
Okay. Needs to curl a bit, Jeff. Don't need it.
Top 8.
Not by the guard yet. Okay, we're freezing. Oh, no, we're hard. Roll it off the guard. Just heavy, hard.
Good audible.
Okay.
Top 8.
I wonder how they score that. That's roughly where they wanted it, but they did. It wasn't a called shot.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it like snooker? You have to call it to have it?
Mm-hmm.
Line's good.
Weight's good.
Don't need to go for line.
Line's good.
Lots right now. Lots
Okay,
right now.
weight's good. How much? Weight's good.
Whoa. Okay, it's curling now.
Line's
Yep.
good. Weight's
Go.
good.
Yep. All the way.
All the way. Freeze
All the
it.
way, Phil.
Freeze it. Hard.
Push. Push right to stop.
Lock it on. Hard. Okay.
Sorry, Scott.
No, you had to wait for it to get by that.
Yeah, they had to wait on it because it was on the corner guard for a
Sorry,
bit.
man. Could have been better.
Double peel?
Try a double peel of some sort. I don't hate this rock right here now. I don't like these.
Peel the tight one.
Like this one here, I think anything behind it, we can get it out. This is a hard double peel, though. Or a hard single peel.
Well, I'm not going to lose sleep if we get the double peel. I mean, we're up 4.
You're right. Half a rock, it should be okay here.
Yeah.
Even if you came across the top, I can't quite see the angle, but you tick your own yellow in, that's not bad.
Well, they're so lively in their rotation. This is the high side, so this rock, when it makes contact, is going to spin. It'd be really unlucky to leave that yellow if you hit it.
Hard, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Follow through on the shooter. It's going all the way up there.
There it goes. Spins right out of the way.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Good shot.
Go around, loop around the corners, I would think.
One of them was going to win there first, and it will be Prince Edward Island. Eddie McKenzie from the Montague and Crapo curling clubs, a winner. 7-4 over Nunavut and Peter Mackey out of the Iqaluit. Peter Mackey was so pleased and hoping he still will have some chances here to win one.
Happy, right?
Men have never won at the Brier. Women's team from Nunavut have won. In
I don't
fact,
mind
his
another
wife,
center guard before
Robin, was part of a team skipped by
Like, if we
Geneva
go here,
Chislett that
they
won
play the
a
rip. If we go
pre-qualifying
again, then
game
we're
in
groups.
Grand Prairie back in 2016.
Split ours?
And she probably doesn't let him forget it either. A little competition at home.
Split hours and roll. You don't have to play
Really?
at that degree of difficulty.
It's a healthy thing.
I
really.
can't imagine.
Per Terry.
I'm just afraid to go. You make a beauty back.
He's got a
12,
good
it's lining
life.
up pretty good.
I guess
Whatever
we
you like,
almost got
Scott.
it.
Yeah, whatever you see.
Yeah, I'm surprised
I think we go here
they're
and take
not
our
just
chances.
drawing around
Okay,
the
I like
corner.
that.
Yeah.
You've got the
I mean-
red, yellow.
T-line?
The best, you know what? Just ahead of the tee and try to get it over as far as you can.
Okay. Let's go, guys.
I think they're really worried about the Gushue team and Nichols and the slash double on the red, but
At some point, what can you do?
no, there's not a lot of options.
You have to start hiding some rocks here.
Line's
Even
good.
even
Weight's
back
good.
8 and this
Yep.
you
Yep.
leave room for a couple more.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa. Yep.
All right, Phil.
Whoa. Whoa.
We're there. Wait. Plenty.
Whoa. Whoa. No.
Plenty.
No.
Plenty.
Thought you wanted. I'll take it
Yep.
at the end. Just wanted
Get it
to-
over there, Scott.
No. Nope. Just wanted ahead of the tee.
Nice shot. Okay.
That's pretty good, Scott. Nice shot.
Scott. Good sweep, guys.
That's almost buried behind the red one.
Hard at the hole here. Okay.
Yellow's a little lower.
What's that?
The yellow's lower.
The yellow's lower.
Okay.
It's kind of like mine a couple ends ago. If you ever just tick that, it might be best, but
So,
Throw it
Russ,
hard
the
at the hole, we'll
difference,
see what
I mean,
happens.
help me out here in terms of lower, what does it mean in terms of striking them?
Well, if you hit the red one, it redirects on the yellow because it's lower and stays there. I think you want to hit the back one first and then get the back of the higher one and maybe squirt right through
Real close.
like that. Now, if you hit a little more of the red one, if you get the red one first, it would have just stayed there, guarded the back red. Oh, they're looking good today.
Slightly bigger hole than one Brad went through.
okay.
Again, these striking bands just make it so much simpler. That's a
Unless
tough
the
shot
guard's
at a
perfect
club.
there, and even if it is, they can probably get it. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Spite the back 8. Okay.
Have a hair more.
Yep.
Paul Fleming, as we play
Line's
third
good.
stones
Line's good.
here in the ninth.
Fight the
Trying
back
to
eight.
close the
Good.
gap here. They do have
Line's
last
good.
rock down by 4.
On its own.
Fight the back 8.
I think it's good. Oh!
Has a look. You can't go.
No.
It's picking a bit, guys.
He's all right.
Yeah, Phil. Yep.
Hard, Phil. Nice shot. I like this one. Throw here.
Okay. Last stand I was a little hard.
Yep.
Little less. Nose hit.
Okay.
Hey, you were saying that,
Hair light, if anything. Okay,
it was
hard.
you, Cheryl, was saying that Team Canada has been giving up a lot of points.
Yeah, like seven and a half a game. Or sorry, 6 a game they've been giving up on average, which, and I look back at their Brier and I think they were closer to 4.5 they were giving up per game. So
Right on the nose, Paul.
Okay, what kind of weight?
All right, Kathy, let's check in here on Quebec sitting 2, it appears, and flat, too flat for a double.
Yeah, I think so, although, you know, Matt can throw it pretty hard. Quebec kept guarding their shot stone, and they elected on their final, because Matt kept peeling it, to split the house to lie 2.
So final stone for Matt Dunstone out of the Wadena Remax Curling Club.
Good work.
Their new home for this pandemic Brier after the Highland was closed in Regina.
Clean. Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Whoa.
And
Great job, bud.
settling for the single
Great weight. Good, Phil.
to go up by 3.
Scott!
Nice end, boys.
Hard.
Shot, Paul.
Nice shot.
Not bad. That's good, Paul.
That's
Didn't
really
want
good,
to
Paul.
overthrow it. No.
No, it's good. Okay, try this, Brad.
He plays the double, and then we play this at the end. You play the slash.
Still
I
got
said
me.
play this across the face now.
Sure.
What do you like?
Yeah, you can do that, or you can.
First out with the slash. Yeah, I think across the face.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? Half?
I think half is as thick as we would want to hit it.
Okay. Thick half?
Thin half.
Or thin half, sorry, yeah.
I don't know. You know, it's not that hard a shot for Brad to get the top one. He might get both, but if you ever come up to the nose, you could leave 3 right in there. Thought they might hit the top one towards the left one.
Yeah, that's
You
what
like
I was
that?
looking
Yeah.
at. Looked less risk.
You breeze by it, you get the back one. But
A little less, Mark.
less than half, he's still pretty good here.
Yep, close. Yep. Close.
Real close.
Yep.
Gushue first.
Yep.
Land. Thin half. And that'll do.
Made it look easy.
Board weight. Okay. Right on the nose.
Well played in by Nova Scotia too, though, and you're still got a nice chance at 2, even though the other skip made a double.
Yeah, and they even gave themselves a chance at a 3.
Yep.
Such great hitting ice, and it's just so hard to generate anything.
Easy. Easy.
Board.
Easy.
Clean.
Just board.
Clean.
Easy.
Yep.
Just board.
Yep.
Yep.
Whoa.
Board.
Whoa.
Board.
Clean.
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 Clean. Weight's good. Clean right to it.
Phil
Yep.
Kroll.
Yep.
Clean.
Yep.
Yes.
And rolling it away. Now, though.
Good.
Take it on.
I doubt it.
Okay.
That took off in the last one.
It could be there, but
Nah. Close to air, Mark.
you know, you're
A little more.
couple up or
There
one
you go.
up, you might give it a go, but you'd be quite happy to give up a 2 here in some ways.
And have control coming home with last rock.
Yes.
Clean.
Well, you can clean it a bit.
Clean.
Clean.
Clean. You're good.
Good shot.
You never know. I mean, this is a straighter spot. The 2 isn't on the board yet. Do you
No.
ever set something back on a release or?
That's a good point.
Oh, thank you.
No, I mean, the point is that he's in a spot where he could roll out, right?
It is the straightest. Seen a few track back or an over, you throw a little bit too much weight. Not far to roll out.
This path shouldn't do much.
No. Control.
Clean.
Whoa, whoa.
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 Clean.
Clean.
Just clean.
Control.
Clean. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Looking for the
Clean.
Great weight, Scott.
2, and it's right there. Great
about
weight, not overthrown. Full control by
Yeah.
Scott McDonald. But it is Gushue that has the lead and that last rock coming home.
Like it, Phil?
So can they come back? Nova Scotia down by a couple without last rock as we watch. The Nova Scotia lead, Phil Kroll. 8-6, Team Canada leads it. Nova Scotia comes in with a record of 3-2. Team Canada at 2-2. having lost back-to-back.
How much weight? Forward? Forward. Just trying to chip at a rock, just to open it up a little more.
He tried it on the intern side. Jeff hit it dead on, and therefore it had a little too much weight, had to replace the guard. Now they're going the other turn. I really like that. You don't want to kick the Nova Scotia Rock into the rings or behind that corner guard.
It's gone, it's gone, it's gone. I'm going to stop. It almost looked like it picked. Yeah, he said stop.
Yeah, I think it did.
Looked like it picked.
Then we go behind this one, because if we go behind that one, they're ripping it in.
So many times after you get that two like that, you can sit three when Brad Gushue goes to throw his last rock, because you've got the two guards.
Back four,
loop around one, they peel it, loop around the other.
And you probably haven't drawn for a little bit.
He missed one yesterday.
Yep.
One.
Yeah, one.
Yep.
Well, they know how to steal.
Hard.
It's whether they get the opportunity against the
Gotta
defending
go.
champions.
Gotta get it on the red.
Need some speed. This has to be in the paint, ideally.
As far as it goes. Okay. It's all right.
Okay, missed it the right way, though.
3/4.
3/4. This is mine.
Okay.
This is the shot he's been making all week.
Whoa.
Brett Gallant.
We're just missing.
And they drive it by.
Okay. Okay.
What are we doing? On this one?
Going around.
I had one that finished here 2 wins ago. Don't want to.
I think we're close.
Yep.
Wait's pretty close.
Yes. Lines, you gotta go.
Going right around, are they?
Gotta go.
are.
Okay.
Yes, gotta go.
If it's a hair heavy, though, and it's tight to the guard, it'll over curl.
Good now.
Heavy.
Yeah, it's gonna over curl a bit, maybe.
Sit. Sit.
Okay, good shot, Scott.
It's good, Scotty.
And slips just back of the tee line, back edge of the 8-foot.
Try this.
Good.
And McDonald knew that. He said earlier,
Third.
wherever we go, they're going to try and slash something in.
That's good. Nice throw.
A lot of people would say, well, peel the guard that's guarding the back one, but by going after this one, you might make the double. If you don't, they sink another one, and you peel, you go to an easy double.
Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Out of his hand.
Hard.
Jeff Walker's got him.
Hard.
So does Nichols. And lovely.
Go,
It's just
go,
automatic right now for Brett Gallant.
Yeah, or just do that.
Best he's played. I swear, he's really is dialed in.
Good job, Britt.
Thanks. Very nice.
Good.
That was like your second one in practice last night.
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's the type I got on the good line, yeah.
Good shot.
It'll be interesting for teams to kind of assess this Brier after. We've always talked about teams coming into the Brier and the Scotties looking tired. They played a ton, and you wonder if there's some balance that will come out of this for players. They realize they played at the top of their game without playing 60 games a year.
Line's good.
Line will be good.
Line's good. Line's really good.
Scott's rock. No, sorry, Phil. I'm moving now.
Play the weight. Line's great. Top four, T.
Scott, yep.
T-line.
Scott, you got to get it buried a bit. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know
Yep.
whether that'll happen. I think that the top teams with their commitments to sponsors now and for all intents and purposes, the traveling teams are pro teams. I don't know whether you can do that.
Well, and the points chase.
Yeah.
But maybe there is a balance of, you know what, when I threw more and played a few less games, I was this. They'd all want to look at it.
Weight's good.
Shot mark.
We have to freeze right here now, Paul.
Okay.
Wants to back that.
So it was Team Canada that opened with a deuce, and their conversion rate is is wonderful. And then you talk about that upweight ability of Nichols. Big mistake really by McDonald in the 5th. And that's the difference as they lead at 8-6 Gushue. The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app.
Hard line, Bill. Hard, Bill. It looks light. It looks light. Looks light.
Okay.
Good
sweep.
Oh, that ever hook.
Yeah.
2/3.
Yeah. 2/3.
Even Mark, even a stick here is fine.
Yeah. Just thick.
Three quarters. They're even.
Don't even have to take on the double.
2/3, 3/4.
Yeah.
You got her.
Whoa.
Heel.
Whoa. Go ahead, Brett. Go ahead, Brett. Go ahead.
Good. Nice shot,
Good.
Or you can.
Yeah, or you can.
Shot.
And Saskatchewan continues to motor right along. Matt Dunstone and the team from the Wadena Remax Curling Club.
Really good game.
Our winners 9-6 as they run Quebec and Mike Fournier out of Stones.
Hey, Mike, good luck.
Center line? Yep.
Desperation now. I guess angle freeze. Almost fully frozen. If it's angled too much, out it goes. Can't even freeze to the back one because then the
How was the weight on Paul's?
top one's a gimme.
Paul slid pretty
Worked
good.
out very well for Mark.
I think his rock's just a little bit of a cutter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speed's normal here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're talking about Paul's wondering, where to put the broom on this one. Paul's over curled quite a bit at the end, referring to the rock.
Curling a bit
Line's
early.
tight.
Hard Bill. Hard Bill. Yep.
Out of the way.
Yep.
Weight's good. Line's
Yep.
still a little tight.
Gotta go.
Weight's good. Yep.
Gotta go.
Hard, really hard.
Hard.
Hard, guys.
This is where it just makes a
Hard.
left-hand turn.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Hard.
Gotta go. Good sweeping. Good sweeping.
Oh boy.
Nice sweep, bud.
Sorry. Over curl.
Just curled it early.
I thought you said we were hitting anyway.
Yeah,
Make it go away.
Now they've changed gears. They've decided to draw. And the reason for it is, how do you raise that red one, roll over, get this rock?
So turn was 15-1 still. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Scott left them. They're first and second.
This pass should be okay. I think it'll be fine.
Doesn't seem to have broken down at all today, so I think it's good.
Oh, there's
It's the same as what I've been.
it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yep. Hold on, not quite as fast as that out turn a couple ends ago.
Okay.
But really close.
I talked to Matt Dunstone last night, and he threw 14-9 to beat Gushue, draw the button.
Right.
In the 10th end, it's the ice surface is just spectacular. It's holding up really well.
A little colder outside, a little cooler. It's supposed to go below freezing
Where is it, guys? We're top 4.
tomorrow.
T-line.
As I
T-line,
mentioned, the
perfect.
Chinook
T-line is good.
up and down, and by the weekend, up to double digits.
15.
Clean it.
So it's a battle for the ice
Clean it.
crew. And it's also, as you say, Cheryl, for those who suffer headaches, the Chinooks can
Good luck.
cause them some problems. And there it is, the game's done.
Good work, Jeff.
Acknowledging the coaches, and it's a win. Make the final. 8-6 for Team Canada, improving their record now to 3-2, and Nova Scotia will fall to 3-3. Scott McDonald from the Halifax Curling Club loses by a couple. When we come back, we'll update the standings and have a preview of tonight's game here at the Tim Hortons Brier.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you in part by Purex Bathroom Tissue, the only soft sorbent one. By Home Hardware. Here's how. by OK Tire and BKT Tires, and by Tim Hortons. Get your Tim's Run without the run. Order delivery today through the Tim Hortons app.
That's a Wayback Machine, eh? That goes way to the memory bank as the teams. What year was that for you with Peter Corner in 93?
93, the same as Mark Nichols' percentage today.
That works. And you can see how different it is. Usually everyone's in a dressing room, but everyone is now, because of the social distancing, nobody gets a room. And now it's all video conferencing, of course, as Matt Dunstone, Red Muscowie talk with the media via the video call. There's Mark Nichols. Wonderful game for Mark.
93% Mark was, and this is why we...
Paul Fleming also, you know, I have to talk about him and how he matched up against Mark.
Yeah, this triple that he made was incredible. And he had a tough job with Mark Nichols playing 93% this game, but watch this.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
And it was much better, the coordination, the communication between Fleming and Scott McDonald. It was troublesome last night, but they managed that and their clock a lot better today. And then, of course, here's Nichols.
To get the angle right on this, a hair high side you jam on your own red, a hair thin, it's a disaster. He threads the needle after making the raise. Watch this redirect here. Underneath his zone through the small port.
You know, you said nobody came into this event totally prepared, but it does appear that they are finding their feet now. Team Canada, as they pick up the win. Yeah, the Gushue girls will be very happy with the performance of Brad Gushue as he goes to 3-2, and still is on that B side. Had the day off. Kevin Cooey, team wild card number 2, 5-0. And then Epping with a win. Dunstone picks up a win. So a little separation. And there you see Gushue at 3-2. Remember now, top 4. Top 4 will advance to the championship pool, and you take your record with you. Meanwhile, in Pool A, of course, it is Gunlickson out of Manitoba that leads it. And we have a big game coming up tonight. We'll tell you about that. And look, at one team leaves. What do you have to do? You have to go in and disinfect before the next team goes in to meet the media, of course, all virtually. Well, now the media turns their attention to Team Canada. Greg Gushue and Jeff Walker here at the Tim Hortons Brier before a big night coming up.
We've come in as favorites, we've come in as the dark horse, and right now I'm considering ourselves one of those middle-of-the-road types of teams that are just challenging, and I just like to go out and compete against the best teams, and traditionally we've always competed well, so I'm just hoping that we can bounce on them when those opportunities arise.
I felt a lot of pressure last year, being the first time, but I think this year it's just a little bit different. There's just so much more joy in just building to compete, period. Just to be able to do what we love. It's hard to feel pressure when you're just so excited.
And they are the two top of the table, James Grattan and New Brunswick. They're 4-1 and undefeated so far. Jason Gunlickson, Manitoba at 8:30 Eastern time when we join you again. Also on the ice tonight, Northern Ontario against Alberta, as well as wild card Howard Madaw against British Columbia. What a night it's going to be. Kathy, of course, will be watching all the other games. We'll have that feature for you from here in Calgary in the bubble as our season of champions continues. Till we talk with you again tonight, thank you for joining us. The Canadian Men's Curling Championship, the Tim Hortons Brier, is here, Canada's sports leader, TSN.